Hello, hello, hello. Nice little switch bundle here. Screws. I don't know why these are taped together, but these are in a bag. Oh, they're all taped. Nice. What's up, Upstate? Welcome. Andy. How do I sound? This is a new microphone, so the ad got me. What was the ad? What's up? Is my mic like, I'm always gonna have this issue. Hey Chris. If I keep switching mics, it's gonna be even worse. But do I sound good? Loud enough? Everything like that? What's up, MMU? Dan, Soul. Oh yeah, Soul. I wanted to do oh, windy here. Is that a little bit better, Andy? It might have just been a little close to my mouth. I think this will be a bit more windy than my other mic. I'm just using it right now because my wife's making some dinner upstairs, so we can switch back to the other microphone. Yeah, somewhere it's a bit breathy because it's like I mean, it's in front of my mouth. So you're gonna hear my breath. Yeah, so let me pull that up now. That's actually a good time to do this real quick before we dive into the switch. I don't actually know what's wrong with the switch. I think he said it purple screens, which is weird because it's a V2. So I think that's NAND corruption. So we're gonna have to do probably an unbrick on this. But I don't, obviously we gotta install the chip first since it's a V2. Yeah, it's really fun. So I love that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna open up. So Soul sent over a video that I just wanted to. I'm gonna poke through a few things here, Soul, because I gotta get to a few things on the stream, but I will still, as promised, go through it. So, it's cool if I show people, right, Soul? Or do you want me to just give you feedback right now? If I like show people through the video on the stream. What's up, Queggle? Grass, how's it going? Ace, welcome. Yeah, it's gonna be that way. With this mic, I will switch it up in a bit later on. You don't mind? Okay, cool. So here, let me see. Is this gonna work? Okay, so Soul sent me a little video of him doing a mod and wanted some feedback. First of all, the YCS music you put on this is incredible. Came for the huge new tool. It's of 8-bit. We'll talk about that in a moment. I've got it right here. Switchbrew has a list of all the panic codes. Yeah. Did someone ask about codes? Anyways, so if you're .0, the only thing I'll say here is I'm not gonna watch the entire thing because obviously it's 10 minutes, but I'll mention because this happens. I'm not blaming you for pulling this ground pad. I know it just happens sometimes based on, depending on how old the PCB is or whatever, and when you bend back and forth the thing, this just happens sometimes. It helps if you evenly apply pressure to both sides when you bend it, but sometimes you just can't deal with it. Yeah. So, but when this happens, it's still important to anchor this other, for the reasons you just said. The fact that the .0 sort of like, it can fail easily just because it's like relying on a friction, against the solder ball. I don't have to tell you. It's good. It was good that you did all four. Let me actually show what you did here. You did all four sides on it here. Wait, I went too far. Or sorry, all the other two sides of it here and here. I noticed you soldered. This one, put some like UV resin on it. Mask is not really gonna do a whole lot, but resin, if you have resin, pop that on there. And yeah, Kamikaze is gonna be better overall. But anyways, if you do .0, that's what I would say about that. Oh, Ace, that's smart. To just actually, you could use some hot air or a big ass iron and remove this. You'll need pretty high heat for that though. So that's the other thing I was gonna say is a lot of the points that you did, maybe you I don't know how old the installation is, and if you do, sounds like you do things a bit differently now. But I've noticed you hit a few points with your iron like multiple times. This is going back to the temperature conversation we had last week. I would use a higher temperature. Even you don't have to use as high temperatures as I do. I definitely use, somewhat on the high side. But I would say like if you're using under 300, definitely use like at least 300, 325. I would even go for like 350 on this stuff, and you're gonna notice your soldering just is so much easier. Like you'll just tap it once and it will be like done. The amount of flux you use is perfect. It's just if you go over and over again on the same point, you're gonna have some difficulty, especially with those ground planes. Like this one here, I noticed on the .0 one. Oh, good. So yeah, that's gonna help you a ton. Like this one here on the ground plane is gonna like. You should watch my video on iron temps. You did actually, where you can see I used the thermal camera and you could see the heat spread through the board when on like a small trace versus a large one. And the large ones here, really you got to crank your iron temp up to get like good joints quickly. For stuff like these smaller like flex cable points. Oh yeah, good. So that's I mean honestly for the .0, if you use a thin enough insulated wire like this, it's fine. But like for kamikaze, obviously you gotta use something small. The only other thing I was gonna say, I think that was the main points I had. Like your install is pretty clean. These are gonna look so much better with high heat. Again, 350. What's up, Russ? 350 is Pico. How's it going? Yeah, 350 is really gonna help you a bunch there. And I was gonna say with the amount of flux you're using, it's great. You're better than me with applying a tiny amount of flux, like really just the only amount of flux you need. I'm bad at just putting all over the board. I clean it anyways, but I don't I'm not like you and Joey where I'm like putting the perfect amount of flux. I'm just trying to get shit done, So I just dump flux sometimes on the board. I don't have to tell you guys. You guys see me do that on videos, but so I was gonna say it's good that you do that. You're better than I with your flux application. It's just that if you do hit those points over and over again with your iron at a lower temperature, the flux is gonna go away and stop doing its job. So that's kind of what happened here, I think, with your CPU flex. Like all things said and done, this is one of the better CPU flexes I've seen. That like on my bench at least, a lot of people who do those make a big mess. So yeah, but overall, like I was really happy to see you clean all of the thermal paste. That made me very happy inside. I cannot overstate how annoyed I get when there's just thermal paste all over the console, all of the flux exactly. Yes, Chris. All right. But yeah, so overall, like, oh yeah, and if you have thick flux, so like you said, that's good because it'll last longer, it'll be active longer, and you can apply heat a little bit longer. Um, but yeah, I would say like that just goes for all of your points for the heat thing, but it sounds like you're using higher temps now, which is good. Uh, and actually, I do go down to 325 for the 350 or 325 for the A command resistor because that thing's pretty sensitive. What's up, Chris? Hello to he who makes me spend all my money on AliExpress. What's up? All right, we got a bunch of people in here. Alex, how's it going? Purple screen is not necessarily bad NAND. Yeah, I know it's not always corrupt NAND, but I have seen it's the only reason I say that is because it's a V2. So we either have like a cracked solder ball under the NAND. There could be all sorts of things going on here. We could have an issue with the connector. It's just communication issue or corruption. So my guess, when I've seen it with V2s, it's been I don't really like when people tape these together, but I don't know. I like this signature. It's a nice signature. I don't know. I guess they just signed their own console to know whose was whose, maybe. Or maybe they just wanted me to see their really nice signature. Fuse issues. Oh, burnt fuse stuff. I mean, fortunately with a chip, it's kind of fixable, right? With fuse issues, so you can kind of just skip fuse count checks. What's up, man? Antonio? Thank you for the feedback. Thanks for watching the videos. Um, switch I2C lanes to connect to stuff to them. You're talking about because the communication between the NAND is, I don't think it uses I2C, right? It's using like, what's the protocol? I can't remember the name of the protocol. There's like there's a few different ones that UMCs will use, but there's two main ones. H200 or something like that. H400 or H200. So yeah, I haven't looked at this yet. Thank the Lord there's not thermal paste all over the place. Okay, they're flex cables. We'll get to announcements and stuff in a minute when people file in. I haven't tried putting power in the console. Looks like they sent it with the battery plugged in, which is fine, I guess. It's just I don't like when the battery's plugged in when there's like when everything's taped together like that. It makes me sad and nervous. Okay, let's just inspect the NAND. Did they even take the NAND out? It looks like they must have. That wouldn't have been that easy to pull off. Something's going on with the connector. I can already tell. Maybe that's just thermal paste. That might just be thermal paste. What's up, Final Man? Yo, Final Man is a member? Thanks for the membership. I didn't know you were a member. Yeah, that's just a bit of thermal paste. I need to get that out of there with like tweezers or something. It's not gonna cause issues, it just bothers me. Like adding a board to tab into signals and using software to control that. To like between the NAND and the SoC you're talking about, Soul? Oh, wait, I didn't read. Oh, M92, all that stuff, I2C. I2C to add mods to the switch. Ah, I see what you're saying, Soul. Cool. That would be sick. I've ordered an insane amount of stuff this past week, then watched Zach's AliExpress video. That's your fault, Chris. I posted that like a few weeks ago, so if you if you were on top of it. I'm just playing. Okay, we've got some interesting looking debris on the SoC, but that's probably just some flux or something. Bridge caps, probably not. If it's purple screening, I haven't tested yet. I'm not even gonna bother. Okay, let's go over these, even though it's not gonna be our issue. I just like when those look a little bit nicer. Gifted member. Ah, someone gifted. Babs, what's up? Hey Zach, love when you go live. It means the weekend is almost here. That's great. I'm glad it comes with comes along with that. Alright. What's my iron at right now? That's fine, 375. Let's hit these quickly and we'll test the console with the chip in, look at it, and then we'll move on to some I'm gonna come back to the console obviously, but we'll move on to some announcements. The reason I popped Q&A in the title is because I figured it could be fun to do one today, because I don't think that this repair is going to take very long, because either the NAND is just like shot or corrupt, or we'll fix it pretty quick, or I'm going to have to do an unbrick, which is going to take a little bit, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity to just hang out a little bit. What's up, June? I don't know why I picked up a Q-tip for this. Oh, let me use this, actually. Where's my brush? Gotta get that out of my stand here. How's everyone's Thursday? Oh, Ella's in here? She must be done with food. Having a hard time finding a dry spot. We can move back to the other mic now, if you guys want. This mic is just gonna be for when I have like background noise and stuff. Like if Ella is making dinner, stuff like that. And I'll probably just use the other microphone when I can, because I do prefer the sound on it. I like the sound on this, but it's like you can't really hear what I'm doing And I don't like that you can only hear my voice and not like my hot air. Actually, can you guys hear my hot air? It's on now. Is it like soft or can you hear it at all? Curious. Based on my tests, I couldn't hear it that much. Now we need Anakin. Okay, I'm happy with this for now. Let me just ooh, knocked over all my stuff. Let's pop in this chip they gave us. Not at all. A little. Yes. Wow. Literally can't hear it. We've got it's all over the place, guys. This is every time I ask about audio, nobody can give me a straight answer. I guess that's just how it is streaming. Thank you for trying, guys. All right. Let me just inspect all of the connectors here for now, because I have a feeling it's just something like connector issues or cracked solder ball issues. Because I highly doubt it's gonna be like the V1, V2 install is not like you can't really screw much up, to be honest. um, Hence why I don't get a lot of these, and because they're cheaper consoles, so people aren't gonna pay to repair them as often. That looks fine. This is the connectors on the Pico. I've got other Picos, plenty of Picos we can use, but let's just see. Let's see what it does. Let me see what it does without the. Sounds good through these Gen 3 Apple AirPods. I've been like debating getting AirPods, but they're just like so ridiculously expensive compared to. I guess a lot of Bluetooth earbuds are getting expensive. What's up, Chlor? How's it going? Some people are using headphones. I see. That makes sense. So you can hear it. Cause I kind of like having a little background noise, you know. Cause I don't know. I feel like it adds to the. Actually, I'm gonna just apply this to this. I literally don't need to do this. I don't like when there's no shield or tape in between here. Just making this all loose. Oh yeah, we were gonna test and see what this does. So I mean, I don't really see a good reason not to turn this on. We could do a quick diode mode check on VSys. Oh, there goes my multimeter. That is way far behind my desk now. Oh, excuse me. Bear with me, guys. One moment. There we go. Just smacked my head on my top-down camera. Ambience is nice. Yeah, for sure. Actually, speaking of which, we can switch back to my other microphone now. So let me do that quickly. I'll probably have to boost my audio a bit. Give me 2 seconds. Properties. All right. You guys can hear me now, but it's probably quieter. I will fix that momentarily. Is that better? That should be good now. Russ is the best. If we're all being honest. He's always in everyone's streams, always super generous. Super happy dude. Alright. I'm all over the place, guys. Sorry. Let's diode mode. Let's check here. Alright, that looks good to me because this is a V2. With the V1, you're gonna get a way higher diode mode reading on VSys. So even though that's red, it's just the threshold set in my meter. That's correct. So let's actually, do we have voltage on this thing? Yeah, 3.7. That's enough to turn it on. All right. See what it does. You set up purple screens. It's not doing that now. It's not doing anything now. Much of anything at all. See if we have I actually can't measure. Can't remember where 3.3 is on this side. I think it's down here somewhere. On the other side, it's on the other side of the board, that on a like little thing that looks like this. I don't think we get 3.3 here. Do we? Let's see. Just want to see if like the console made it past like semblance of a boot. Let me check. Let me check. Okay, we have 3.3, so I was correct that that's where 3.3 was. So that actually makes me, we're good enough to install the chip to see what's going on with the NAND. If it glitches, great. If it doesn't, it'll give us a really good idea of what's going on. So batteries unplugged. Man, these, yeah, it's gonna be eMMC related for sure, or at least communication between the eMMC and the SoC is very likely going to be the issue. If he got a purple screen at one point. I don't know what he's done. Yeah, the ticket just says, let's see, where's the ticket? That might be good to read. Ooh. I was installing a PicoFlow, I got purple screen. Done these before, can't get to it. Think resistor got burnt. I'll include the PicoFlow. I was installing it so it can be installed. Cool. Okay, so I don't know what he means. Resistor might have gotten burned because there's no resistor that you solder to with this. So yeah, June, a reflow could fix it if that actually. I had a stream where I reflowed a V2 NAND recently and it fixed it. But I had a reason to reflow it. So if this goes into Hecate, I don't think we need to reflow the NAND. It's probably going to be corruption, but let's see. Yeah, this is glitching. This is glitching. So the NAND is probably fine, connection-wise. So my bet is going to be boot 0 boot 1 corruption. Oh, there's our purple screen. Yeah, this is going to be NAND corruption for sure. Maybe not for sure, but very likely in my opinion. So let's put an SD card in here with Hecate. I actually don't think I can hold power for this purple screen. Let's see. Where's an SD? I'm gonna install the SD and we will get to the announcement real quick after that. Actually, I have a lot for you guys today. A lot of announcements. Do I want to? Let's see. I just want to make sure this SD has no existing backup on it. Because I want to dump keys and stuff, and I don't want to get confused which backup is which. I hate that. Oh, damn, you're right, LA. Good point. Here. That's supposed to be chat. Not seeing it though. I have to forget. I forget which what the name of the. I literally don't remember the name of this piece of software I was using for this. Here it is. Running for president. Faux show. What is going on with my chat? I want chat on screen. Thank you, LA, for mentioning that. LA doing mod things. Where is... Oh, that was going in the SD card reader the wrong way around. Here, let's see. Where's my chat widget? What the hell? I don't get it. I'm signed in. Oh, there it is. It's starting to come up now. Probably because I didn't have it open before. There we go. Chat on screen now. Okay. Let me just quickly delete this backup if there is one on here. Let's see. Guys, that switch last week was crazy after stream. I got back to it the next day. There was a burn as soon as I installed the Pico. The fuel gauge was clearly shot because even with the charged battery or with bench power supply with my little adapter, it was showing 0% battery, and all the fuel gauge stuff in Hecate was just 0. I fixed that, and it still didn't boot because that can prevent second stage boot. And then I found that audio IC was fried, which I think it uses the 3.3 volt rail, I believe. So I guess I'm not entirely surprised. I've just never seen that before. The audio IC just shorting. It's like weird. It's a weird chip to short. Of course, official Alex. I will certainly be doing that at some point. Dave, what's up? Turco, did I already say hi to you? Hello. Don't miss paying in Canada. Prices went up like crazy. Paying reg. What's that? Oh, you guys are registration. You guys are talking about cars. I didn't catch that. Okay, sorry. Let me I'm like getting distracted as usual. Where is my backup folder? Is there not one? Maybe I already deleted. Oh, here's the keys. Let's get rid of those. Those are old keys from some God knows what switch. Actually, it was probably the switch I just talked about, because I was able to get a NAND backup from it. But yeah, as soon as I replace the I have a video edited for it. It'll come out in a bit. Bootloader. Nope. Backup. That's what I want. Delete. I don't know what my problem is. I do this every single day with SD cards, and it's just like when I stream, everything I know just vanishes from my brain. Cool. Okay. Eject. Sorry about that. Moving on. So if we can dump from the NAND and it's like initialized and stuff, since we're gonna just be letting this back up and stuff, we're gonna do a little Q&A, and I'll tell you guys about a few things coming up that I'm hyped about. What the heck? There we go. Actually, damn it, I hate this. Let's bend this thing, because it doesn't get hot when you back up the NAND, but I just feel bad not putting the heatsink on here while backing it up. I bet we'll be able to at least see some NAND. Ooh, didn't mean to drop that. Let me clean this a little bit. Might as well just put this back together, since it's not going to be an issue with anything under here. So, and we're going to see with Hecate what. Oh, let's make sure all these locks are bent and they're not bent back, I mean. So that the shield locks in. It was just one that was bent. .7 ohms near a electro cap a short. That really depends on where and how you're measuring and what you're measuring. No voltage on the board. Are the new tools worth it? What are the new tools? Saw a bunch of jack adapters on AliExpress. What new tools are you talking about? All right, let's get this heatsink on here. Give this thing a little test. I'll just throw the back cover on it. I just want to make sure if I'm running this thing for half an hour that we cool it properly. I gotta get underneath this guy. Might as well unplug it for now. He's got screws here somewhere. Little tape packages. These are gonna be fun to open. Man, brutal. He sent a bag too with this PicoFly. I don't know why he just didn't put this screws in the bag. Maybe this is how he does stuff for himself, so he just shot it over like this. But I don't know why you would do this, to be honest. For yourself, even. Not a bad solution if you're not opening consoles all the time, I guess. This is a V2 June. What's up, Dent? How's it going? I'm just gonna shorten everybody's name because I don't want to attempt to pronounce 90% of your names. So, oh, the thing for the chips, I love that thing actually. I've been using that quite a lot. It's better for bigger chips, I'll say that, but it works for smaller ones. Just gotta get like, you just have to like line it up super well in small chips. Cool. All right, I'm cool with. Oh Jesus, I just put this. Oh no, yeah, that's good. Okay. That's looking all good. Let me get this over here. I can tape that. No, we're not gonna do that. Cool. Battery's charged. So this should be good to go to. Oh, I didn't plug the SD card in. Put some alcohol on there, Zach. We'll release the screws from the tape. Oh, that's smart. I certainly will do that when I go to. Oh, let me do that. Certainly will do that when I go to put it back together. But this is as far as I'm reassembling this for now until we get it working. So let's see. Let's see what we get. Still glitching. Come on, I believe in you. You can see the little light in there. It's definitely quicker last time around. Turco. What's up, Epic? How's it going? I gotta get my Why is this taking so long to glitch? This happens sometimes when you have a low battery. I find that it takes a long time to glitch, but usually... Oh, did it do it? Here we go, finally. I wonder if the SoC, sorry, the NAND is initialized in slow mode, but it would have a pop-up. Oh, here it is. Here's the pop-up. So it could still be cracked solder balls. Yeah, you can see it. It's not able to read really at all. Anything. Failed to init. So this is going to be probably a reflow / reball of the NAND. I have a stencil coming for the a proper stencil for the NAND. One of the Ameo ones. So we can always try reflow on this. That worked for the last one. I don't particularly feel like doing a taping off a stencil or doing a hand reball right now. Depends on how late the stream goes. We'll see. But yeah, I think this is a good candidate for a reflow for the NAND. Everyone agree? Yes? No? Because that's certainly having issues communicating with the NAND. But we will come back to that. And Sean, when did you change the studio? So let me fix my chat. I need to open another, what's it called? Doc. I have a custom browser doc, but I don't know where it went. It's gone now. Multi-chat. And then I think I can grab the URL from here. How do I do this? Guys, I really don't know how to use streaming software. It makes me angry. Here we go. Copy link. Okay. I think I figured it out. Yes, I've done it. Except it's on a white background. That's annoying. I've done this wrong. I guess I can just put this here. Sure, let's just do that. Cool. I'm happy with this. Oh, let me see. Did I miss any people in Twitch? Oh, June was in Twitch before. What's up, June? Again, but in Twitch. All. Let's switch this to Use color. There we go. Sean. Cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna do announcements. So I've got 3. Let me switch to this cam. We're gonna do a little Q&A. Why not? Not that many of you are gonna have all that many questions for me, I think, but I put it in the title, so we're gonna do it. But first, a few announcements. First of all, I already mentioned this. Let me grab the link for this. I mentioned this last stream, but for anyone who missed it, and for anyone who's watching the replay of this stream, we have merch now. And I'm wearing one. A lot of you guys already saw this, so this is a repeat, except I got some new stuff. We've got the black and white version of it, and this is embroidered, by the way. It's like a nice little embroidered thing. Why did chat disappear? Oh no, I don't know. Oh, I know why. Hold up. I will put chat back on the stream. Hold up. I gotta copy the source. I haven't added this everywhere yet. 1 sec. This will take me 2 seconds. Paste reference. There we go. It's good. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we've got little embroidered things, and then this one I already showed you guys as well last week. This is a little green one, forest green one with white on it. I like that one a lot. And then, oh yeah, I showed you this too. The nanofix mug. We got white and black for the mug. I have the white one upstairs, and then we've got these little tumblers. I just got this in today. It's sick. It's like the dual walled tumblers, and the print quality on this is really nice. It looks clean. So I'm happy with that. And then we got beanies. So I've got like the little, I'm showing my screen, but obviously you guys can only see the camera, but there you go. Got little embroidered beanies, and I'm really happy with how these look. So yeah, little beanies, and we got one that's black too. So little winter collection for you, and yeah, links in the chat if you guys are interested. I'm gonna get stickers on there eventually soon. I got stickers from a different company at one point. They were okay. I need to, before I put anything else up there, I'm gonna order samples. I want to like feel the things that I'm selling on the shop and make sure there's stuff I would like. But yeah. Yes, a lot of the stuff does ship from inside US. Babs. Actually, I had to pay duties because a lot of it came from the US. But not everything comes from the US. I think the tumbler comes from the US. A lot of all the hoodies. There's some t-shirts too I didn't show you guys that are up there with just the icon. But yeah, I will certainly throw stickers up there, but I want to see the stickers and make sure they're like nice quality. I hate like stickers that like lose, you know what I mean? Similar to like shirts that fade over time. That's why I was trying to go for the embroidered stuff. So anyways, that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2. This is something I'm super hyped about. I'm not going to tell you guys too much about this yet because I want to keep some stuff under wraps. But I am starting a podcast. It's not going to be often. It's going to happen probably once every month or once every 2 months. So it's going to be very spread out. But it's going to be longer. It's going to be about like 1.5 to 2 hours. And I'm going to have guests from like all of the YouTubers and content creators that are in repair that I watch, that I look up to and want to learn from. I want to have them on and talk to them about life and board repair and stuff like that. So that's coming. The first episode, I'm not going to tell you who's on it, but the first episode is coming out next weekend on Saturday. So everyone thinks I'm having a baby. That's incredible. So yeah, that is announcement number 2. So I'm really hyped about that. Yeah, I'm looking to get some fun people on that podcast. I already got a really fun person that is it was a good time. I'm excited to make more episodes. And let me show you my tool. I got, hold up, let me put my desk up so that my camera's raised a bit. Yeah, Chlor, I'm super hyped about that. Um, cool. That should be high enough. Let me, as Anakin get it. Oh my gosh, it's the first episode with Joe inputting money on it. Lewis Rossman, guest number 1. It's Shorin. A's gonna be first. Lots of guesses. You'll have to wait and see. Let me show you my tool, and stand up is a little worrying. Okay, you guys ready? Look at this. Look what I just found on AliExpress. This thing is sick. I'm gonna be able to do like reflows and reballs with this thing. Yeah, Ellie's having a baby next month. She's 9 months pregnant. So due date is December 19th. A lot of you already guessed it. Podcast will be on YouTube June. But yeah. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up. And it's going to be a little bit insane around here, but we're gonna make it work. It's a baby. Yeah. Thank you. It's a girl. It's a little girl we're gonna have, and we're super hyped. We've been wanting a kid for a little while now, and yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Oh, also, by the way, the diaper fund. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate the $10. But yeah, so sleepless nights and coming, yes, Orion for sure. $5. Thank you, Babs. I appreciate that. You guys are the best. But yeah, so what I was gonna say about that is, because obviously we're having a kid, I will still be posting videos weekly. I have not yet. I have like I have a month of content scheduled for when I'm gonna take some time off, for the first month or two. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Epic, that's really sweet. I appreciate you guys. You guys are very kind. But yeah, so I have videos are just gonna keep coming out on Saturday, every Saturday, and streams are obviously gonna have an interruption for probably at least a month. But then we'll be back at it at some point. If I'm bored enough sitting around, I mean, not that I would be bored having a kid, but if we're gonna be inside, sort of cooped up in our house for a minute, so I might stream here and there randomly. So we'll see. Who's the father? Turco. Thank you, Undergrow June. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, that broke my theory that cat people don't have kids. Back to the drawing board. Thank you, Turco. Yeah, LA's really killing it. Not gonna lie, she's like killing it with her pregnancy. She's doing super well, and we're sort of at the point where it'd be safe to have the kid in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So we're just kind of in the waiting period. So that's gonna be pretty wild. But yeah, first kid for us. So if you guys have any advice, feel free to throw it in the comments. But let's get back to the Switch. See what we can do about it. Oh, let me Dendy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's a little girl. Okay. Do you guys like my tool though? My tool reveal. I wanted to try making it look like a reflow station on the thumbnail. I do need a reflow or a rework machine at some point. But I think that's gonna have to wait. My advice would have been not to have kids, so I'm not gonna say anything. Dave, even if you could have tried all you wanted beforehand and you would not have been able to convince me. Initially you have 100 concerns and to 99 of them, the doctor will say it's normal. That's a good piece of advice. Don't listen to anyone but the doctor. You guys are giving good advice. So should I not listen to you? With that logic. It's a little funny to listen to his plans related to YouTube. I think you already know nothing will be like he says. Yeah, obviously, like, you know, we're gonna take it one day at a time. But I will have videos coming out every week because I already have videos scheduled for it. So you guys can expect that at least. Streaming wise, like, you know, that's probably not gonna happen for a minute. But yeah, we'll see. Stick to 3 kids, not 1. Wow. Dave, that's total opposite advice than you just gave. Thanks, Turco. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're super hyped. Don't listen to... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Got a 14-month-old, so pretty fresh. We can give tips that work for us. I would love to hear it, 8-bit. You should know not to listen to any of us. First kid, you're meant to feel like you're doing it all wrong, but you're not. Yeah, we're sort of ready for that. A bit. Oh wow, I can see like replies in my multi-chat. That's interesting. That's so weird how that shows up on my chat versus the stream chat. Undergirl, that was 3 announcements in a row. There's the merch, which I already, to be fair, I already mentioned that. That's why I put 2 announcements. It was the podcast. Oh, you were AFK, doing a podcast. But it's gonna happen every few months. 1 kid is just boring, 2 is fun, 3 you're like, what the fuck do I do? Fair enough, Dave. Yeah, we're definitely sticking with 1 for now. We don't know how to have 1 kid yet, so we're gonna work on that first. Did you have a problem with the Nintendo Switch OLED with no working left Joy-Con? It's just not recognized. Ribbon cable and connector is new and good. Every time someone brings me that problem, I always say, and I know it's stupid, and I'm not calling you stupid. I just say this because I have done this multiple times. Did you replace the correct side of the Joy-Con rail? Because when you are looking at the console from the back when it's open, it's mirrored, right? So it's so easy to replace the wrong one. So you're like, oh, the right hand Joy-Con rail is not working, so you replace this one, and then it's actually the left one, and then you replace the wrong one. So check that first. Double check that. If that's definitely not the case, then check your check in diode mode all the measurements on the Joy-Con connector. Look inside the Joy-Con connector, check for bent pins. Even if it's a brand new flex cable, sometimes if you bend this part too much, it will crease the flex cable too much, and the FPC traces will kind of break. So don't miss an opportunity to try things you wouldn't think is possible with children. I like that advice. You guys are giving good advice. I like this. Andy's a legend. Thanks, Andy. Good advice. I see Anakin in the reflection. And the reflection of what? Yeah, he was walking around down here 2 seconds ago. What? In reflection of what? If you try to be a father, it's easy. Just show up and be involved in helping in every aspect. Wow, everyone's being so deep. Actually, even now, it's possible that doctors do not see second baby. I know such cases. People were waiting 4th. Can it actually, they have 5 now. Are you talking like doctors do not see second baby? Oh, you're talking about how many kids people have? Nanomug ordered. Thank you, Chloe. You might have actually been the first order. Oh, you got the black hoodie. Babs, thanks for the order. I appreciate you guys. I'm really happy with the hoodies, by the way. They're like super heavyweight, and like these are like the exact kind of hoodies I like wearing personally. They're like nice fabric and stuff, so I'm really happy with them. Oh yeah, twins. I was rooting for twins, I'm not gonna lie. Not for LA's sake. I was hoping we would just have 1 kid for LA's sake, but for the pregnancy and stuff, but like I would have been hyped for twins. Cause it's like, it could be fun to obviously it would be insane for the first like 6 months. It would just be insane having two kids at once. But then you've got two kids, and I think that's the max we're gonna want. For now, we've decided to notch that down to one kid, and see how all that goes. Start routines early and stick to them. That's good advice too. We did pick a name. We're not sharing the name quite yet, even with our family. We're gonna try it out because we might change our mind when the baby's born, but it's unlikely. But it might happen, and if it does, we don't want people getting used to the name. So yoga ball bouncing works. Good advice. Wait until you're waking in the middle of the night for like 7th night straight. It's actually great, Pico, because Ellie and I have like totally opposite sleep schedules. Like, because I'm doing repair, and it just, even before I was doing repair, I stay up till like 3, 4 a.m. already, and Ellie gets up at like 6. So we're kind of, not to say that we're gonna still be sleepless for sure, and we're still gonna go through all the pains of the first few months of having a baby that needs constant attention and care, but it will be, I think we will have a little bit of an advantage with our sleep schedule. Am I scared? Oh, of course. Like, I'm overall, I'm not scared, I would say. I feel ready. We did a bunch of little courses in order to just, I was gonna say I should back up the NAND, but I can't because I can't read the NAND. Yeah, we took little prenatal postnatal course, which was really good and answered a lot of our questions, at least a lot of my questions. LA had already known a good chunk of it, but obviously, like, I think raising a child is the kind of thing you just kind of have to do to learn, as far as I can tell, so I'm ready for that part. I'm ready for it to be like a lot of learning, all at once for a long period of time. Probably for the rest of my life, to be honest. But yeah. Does Canada make you watch the Take a Break, Don't Shake video? I don't think I did have to watch that. I don't know what that is. Oh, don't shake the baby. No, I have not had to watch that video yet. Maybe they're gonna show that video to us after childbirth. Child ripped off the left Joy-Con, replaced the entire mount, flex cable connector, problem stays, specific circuit responsible. Like, there's not a whole lot going on with the Joy-Cons, obviously, to be honest. There's a little chip next to the Joy-Con connector. I think this one's right here, right next to it. It's different on all the boards. Hands-on learning, yes, that is sort of what I'm preparing myself for. I think, like, as much as the things I am scared about are like time, like what I'm gonna do about like what I'm gonna do about the YouTube channel and time, spending enough time with friends, my wife, and having actual time to spend with Ellie and not just raising a kid. Obviously, that's all going to be very, very different after having a kid, and we were ready for all that. So it's not a surprise, but it's definitely going to be a different change of pace. But that was the goal. We really want a change of pace, and we're hyped about it. Thank you, Undergrow. Even though I don't know you two, I believe will be great parents. I appreciate that. And I think that people need everything explained. Oh, New York. Everyone thinks they know how to raise your kid. Yeah, it's a good point. I do, I will still take advice. I think a lot, like everything you guys are saying is really great. Like, I can split out the bad advice or opinionated advice or things like that from the things that seem reasonable to take into account. If you see your face, a lot of things will be less important to you. That is certainly how I'm expecting that to go, Sky. Skydiver. I'm thinking like, yeah, I definitely have like, a few unknowns, or not just a few unknowns, quite a few unknowns, of course, with raising a kid. But yeah, again, like we're just ready for that. It's sort of what it's like. I'm sure to have a kid, no matter what, no matter how much you prepare. One of the things my mom used to say to me quite a bit, which I really resonate with, is like, you're never ready to get married. You're never 100% ready to get married. You'll never be 100% ready to have kids, but you should do both. And I think that's totally true, because you can't prepare yourself fully for either of those things. But I agree, you should do both. Don't be afraid to cry in the delivery room. I will certainly not be afraid to cry, because I am an emotional person when it comes to stuff like that. Like almost everything, I would say I'm not like, I'm an emotional person in general, but not in that way. Like I don't cry for a lot of things, but when it comes to stuff like that, I will be an absolute mess, because for sure. Gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. I appreciate that, Peter. Yeah, that's part of life. Same with repairs. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty intense moment for sure in a lot of ways. But I'm not ready for it, but I'm ready for it at the same time, if that makes sense. Okay. Well, I mean, we could do a little Q&A here, I guess. Might as well, since we're already talking about childbirth and raising a kid. If you guys had any specific questions I don't know, I think I can start a Q&A on YouTube, but I don't know what it does. This might be really dumb. We're gonna try it. Here. Ask me questions. Start Q&A. If this is stupid, actually, I might not do this because we have some people on Twitch. Wow, that totally broke my chat doing that. Does that just like stop chat? Yeah, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this like Q&A specific thing. Re-ask your questions in chat, because that just broke my OBS doing that. How old are you? I'm 27. I'm 27. We wish you, your wife, and your baby good health and happy life. Thank you, Dent. Appreciate that. Just don't drop her down the stairs. That is also good advice. Oh, thanks for the follow, 10-dimensional cactus on Twitch. Recommend an upgrade from a cheap Harbor Freight multimeter. Funny you ask, because I know exactly which one you're talking about. I think I threw it away. I was gonna say I might still have it, but it's that red one, and I actually used that for so long. I didn't use that for Switch stuff when I started modding switches and stuff, but I used it for RGH way back when. And my recommendation would be to there's actually, I'll give you a link to a multimeter that I don't personally have experience with, so don't take my word for this, but as far as I can tell from Richard's review of this from Learn Electronics Repair, it looks like a really solid meter for the price. The reason I don't necessarily think I would recommend the O1 that I have, the XDM 1241. Let me actually, I can unplug this. Yeah, maybe I can just show it. Oh, it's long enough that I can just show it here. So this is the one I have right now. It's the XDM 1241, and it plugs into your computer. The thing is, the interface is really nice, and I like a lot of things about this meter, and it actually has pretty good speed if you purposefully set the speed. So you go here, and you have to set it to high speed. You can, fortunately, a really great dude whose name is Marcus DD, and on YouTube or on GitHub, he made this software called Rusty Meter, and it is such a blessing, because here, I'll show you guys. It's this here. It fixes all of the annoying software issues, almost all of them, and the ones that it doesn't fix, there's no control over via the programmable thing. So yeah, anyways, I really like this meter for content creation. It's really great for content creation. So if you're planning on making videos, this is easily the cheapest meter that gets the job done. It looks like I disconnected it, but you can set up defaults on the software, and here, let me reconnect this, and it will it'll fix a lot of the annoying issues with the software. So yeah, if you're trying to put it in OBS like I have up here on the top left of the screen here, then yeah, I'd recommend that thing. If not, oh yeah, I was gonna go get you this link. I recommend this at least take a look into a few different reviews for this meter. Where is it? Here it is. This thing looks really solid for the money. Like, I think it actually might be even cheaper than here, let me pop this in here. That's Learn Electronics Repair channel. And that Anning meter just looks like super good quality for, he compares it to a meter he paid a lot more money for, and it just did like, actually I think it did a little bit better than his. But it's like the exact same meter as his was. I don't know why it would be different in any way, but I remember one test being a bit different for him. I can't remember why. But yeah, that's the one. It's Anang. I'll put the name of the meter in here. That's the link to the video he made of it. AN 870. Let me get you a link to the actual product. It's like $50 Canadian, so I don't know what that is. It's probably like 30 US, 40 US, so it's like a really solid deal for like a really decent multimeter. There's the actual AliExpress link for it. You can get it in green, I think, too, if you want, which is, look, that would hurt my eyes to look at that all day. But use Rustimeter, yes, with O on. Yeah. Found one on Facebook cheap, so I'll get it. Yeah, it's nice for content creation. If you're not doing content creation, it is a little bit annoying if you're not hooking it up to your computer. There's some finicky things with the software I'm not a huge fan of, but again, the Rustimeter software fixes a lot of those issues. The one thing it can't fix is it allows you to set a lot of the default settings in each mode, but in diode mode it can't automatically set the threshold, and by default that's at 0.5, the threshold for it beeping or it showing red on the screen. You can change the threshold from the meter itself and on the software, so you can change how when it beeps or when it turns red on the software, but you can't you can't like program it. So the meter just physically isn't allowing any software to change the diode mode threshold for the beep. Okay, let me scroll back up. Sorry, that was a long answer to one question. Where are you hiding the fountain of youth? I guess in my jeans or whatever. I've always had kind of a baby face, which I'm now that I'm sort of starting to get into closer to early 30s, I'm not gonna complain about. I'm happy to look young for now. My metabolism might catch up with me. It's starting to here and there. I used to have a stupid metabolism, but it's definitely not as fast as it used to be. Dude, like getting injured now, like I used to skateboard a lot, and I still skateboard here and there, but I do street skating. Actually, you guys probably can see on my channel I have a short of me making a nanofix skateboard, and that was me skating in the clip. But like when I was younger, I used to be able to just like throw myself at stuff and get hurt and stuff all the time. And like with skateboarding, especially street skating, you fall like all the time, and that's just how you learn. You just like your body, you just get super injured, and you have a lot of adrenaline, and you just push past the injuries and get stuff done, and it's really satisfying landing tricks and stuff. But like when you as I got older, Now, like, I'm so scared to commit to tricks because when I fall, if I fall badly, I'm just out of commission for like 2 months instead of like 1 week or 2 weeks like when I was younger. So definitely seeing a difference nowadays with that kind of stuff at least. I miss skating as much as I used to. Hey, okay, wait, let me scroll up here. I saw a few other questions that people are asking. What microscope do you use? Dude, you look 20. What microscope do you use? I'll have a link to the tool video. I think we have a command for that now. Let me try it. Tools. I think it's this. Oh, it worked. Tools. It worked on Twitch at least. I don't know if that worked on. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, it's on that video. If you look at the description, there's a little timestamp for it, but it's the Heyer HY. It doesn't say it on this. It's HY5299, I think. Let me make sure. HY5299. That's the wow, did I actually get that first try? Insane name for the scope, because it doesn't say it anywhere on this. You have to like look so hard for the name of this thing. But yeah, anyways, that's the scope I have. And I have the here. I have just a normal ring light on it that you can just get these anywhere basically on Ali. And then I have this 180 times zoom lens, and these are all over the place on Ali, and it's really great. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. It zooms in plenty. The thing that you're gonna want, and I love this 4K camera sensor is just, it looks incredible. And I use a Barlow lens, a 0.5 times Barlow lens. And the Barlow lens just allows you to have more working distance between the scope and the table. And then the stand here is just like this thing that came with this whole kit. You can't get this kit anymore because it was on Amazon, but you can buy this stuff separately, and all the links for that stuff is in my Amazon, or is in my tool video. But honestly, I would look into getting. I like this stand; it's very sturdy, but you have to pay kind of a lot for it through Ali. So if you can find a different stand that's like sturdy and that has good reviews, I would look for that. Kids bounce. Oh yeah, and you just don't bounce back anymore. Yeah, that is exactly how I feel with skating. Yeah, sorry, Bear. You can just look up click the link further up of the YouTube video I posted, and he'll have the AN870, this thing. That's the meter I was talking about before. You can just pop that in AliExpress. My links or AliExpress links don't work across country sometimes. So if it works in Canada for me, it sometimes doesn't work in US, vice versa. I always love being able to see in people's vids. Oh, you're talking about something else. Oh, the microscope. I bought it too when I saw in your video. Oh, the O1? Having a cat called Anakin near a child. Interesting. Good point. I think Anakin will be fine. He's chilling out, but Anakin is a very suitable name for that cat. He's pretty wild. I'm really bad at repairing laptops, and of course just bought a broken switch from eBay. Do you have good start advice for switches V1? You talking about for repairing? Oh yeah, you bought a broken switch. You know, I would just watch other people repairing switches, honestly. That's just the single best way to gain tons of context for people are just putting out so many repairs on YouTube for consoles, and there's a lot of people like me. I specialize with switches primarily, but I do other consoles and stuff and laptops, you know, when I get them in. These days it's a lot of switches because of the YouTube content. People send me lots of switches. But yeah, look through some of my repair I have a repair playlist. I recommend looking through that and seeing if there's similar issues that you can catch. I don't do a great job. I'm doing more like from I'm not titling my videos with the issues all the time, like, and a lot of the times I am repairing like mod attempts in my case, so it's not always going to apply to like every switch. But I still do a lot of diagnostics that would apply to normal switch repair outside of modding. So yeah, get board views too. Go look through Discord forums or Discord servers and ask people for board views for the switchboards, because there's board views now, and those are massively helpful to diagnose things. Get really comfortable with basics too. Like look through the Learn Electronics Repair. I always, dude, this guy's just awesome. I just always recommend his stuff if you're trying to actually learn electronics repair, because that's what his content is based around. And the dude is just so incredible at explaining concepts that are like complicated in a way that you can understand as a beginner or as someone who I recommend, after getting a little bit of context for repair, watch through this entire series. Just don't skip. Even if you see things in here you don't think you're gonna watch or care about, watch it. Like, I swear to God, watch this entire playlist. If you don't, I will come after you. This guy's playlist, the All You Need to Know series, is like, I just put it in the comments. It might take a sec to pop up, but such a just beautiful playlist going through. He goes here. Let me show you guys. He goes through each component. A lot of you probably have already seen me talk about this over and over again, but good, because you need to watch this. Yeah, this guy's videos are just incredible. They're long, so they're like, an hour, 2 hours sometimes. He splits them into two parts. Like, this one is power adapters. He goes through 4.5 hours on power adapters. This is a great set of videos. These two videos here, all of them, they're all so good. And he draws circuits out and explains how current flows through things, and it's just incredible. And yeah, everyone's saying Soren, like, easily can recommend Soren. He does a lot of like laptop repair, but again, a lot of the stuff he talks about, he doesn't always just talk about it in the context of laptops. He has a lot of experience with electronics as a whole. Yeah, Richard's just super great guy, and as a great teacher. Soren, again, as well, is really great. So that's actually, if you guys want recommendations for channels to watch real quick, I have a video. It's the 10 things I wish I knew video before I started microsoldering. In that video, I mentioned a bunch of people that I recommend watching and checking out. These are all people I look up to and have learned quite a bit from watching. So yeah, YouTube. Watch YouTube. And like, don't just watch YouTube, but like I say in this video that I just put in here, do repairs at the same time as learning. Because what happens is, if you just watch videos all the time, you're going to gain, more context than you might think over time. But if you're not applying the knowledge immediately and like seeing like, oh, I see what he means, with this device in that video or that kind of thing, that stuff just sort of like leaves your brain, because you don't really retain a lot of that stuff. Toltec Merc for PS5s, huge resource for the PS5 community if you're looking to repair PS5s. Yeah, seek out, I guess if you're looking to start with a very specific console, which I do recommend doing, pick one thing to learn. For sure, pick one thing to learn at first and get really comfortable with the motherboard, and you're going to start gaining context not just for that board, but for how other boards are going to work. You'll be surprised when you switch to another console type how similar certain things are between consoles, and you'll start to be like, oh, that thing that was on the Switches is actually here on the PS5s, and that kind of stuff. It's not obviously one-to-one in any way, but yeah. Richard would be an incredible person to have on the podcast, Richie, for sure. Florian, welcome to the channel. You're my Switch guy. I learned so much from you. Oh, I appreciate that, June. I'm glad to hear that. I use the stuff you taught me on these videos to even help you sometimes on live streams. For that, I'll be forever grateful. I appreciate that, June. Thanks for the feedback. You have been helping me. Sometimes, yeah, that's honestly, like, even if you have knowledge, or context for things, it's so easy to forget things you've done before, or not just forget them, but like not think to apply them in that scenario. It's really great streaming too, honestly. Like, even if you have like 4 people watching your stream, the people are gonna like see things that you're not gonna see, even if they don't do repairs. Like LA will, like for example, in the video I just posted of the NAND issue with the ripped trace at the last out of the 5 switchboards, the last one, the ripped trace on the NAND module. I know everybody saw that. Like everybody saw that ripped trace as soon as I showed the NAND. I didn't see it because I was just like, going through. You're looking at a video, and I'm kind of like looking at the device and the video, and I'm, narrating, and so I'm doing all this other stuff where I'm gonna be so distracted from the board a lot of the times, and it's so nice to have other people and another perspective on live while you're doing the repair. It's been so helpful streaming with you guys because you guys see stuff that I just like I somehow just like am blind to. Yeah, Quaggle, yeah, for sure. I was shouting at it myself when I was editing. I was like, how did I not see that? It's right there. LA saw it and she doesn't even repair. I mean, okay, she does repairs now. I was forcing her to do repairs before. Not forcing her. She wanted to do them. Have you perchance tried the Pine-Sol V2 soldering iron? I have not tried that one. I can't necessarily recommend if you're buying a new iron. Like if you're just starting, it's a good like budget thing. But honestly, like you can buy the station I have for like maybe $20 more, 30 bucks more. You're gonna get a ton more tips, 2 handles. Portable irons are just like, you don't need to get them now unless you need a portable iron for some reason. I can't recommend them. Just get like a 200 watt, 100 watt station. Spend the extra 20 bucks, 30 bucks for it. Yeah, Black Friday's on too. Black Friday deal's on. Hello, Zach. How you doing? Frost, what's up? I like your name. Frost messes up shit. I'm doing well. MG Chemicals 8341 Dirty Water. Yes, that is one of my favorite fluxes at the moment for like super tacky flux. This stuff, especially with this little thing. I have to buy more of this stuff. I've been using like 4 different kinds of flux these days for like various things. Who would have thought announcing a new upcoming baby would have distracted the repair? Well, we're doing a Q&A now, Peter, to be fair. I've been meaning to do this for a bit on a stream. I just want to hang out with some of you guys. LA, you're doing mental repairs so Zach can keep going. Oh yeah, LA is doing crazy stuff on the videos. She surprises me. Like I wasn't expecting her to, doing repairs a bit generous for what I'm doing. Yeah, baby is pretty wild. It blows my mind thinking about it every time. Doesn't get more God like than that. That is very true. Let's see. I'm sure I like skipped past a bunch of questions. Let's see. Does an 870 connect to via USB? No. So that's totally different meter I was talking about, Bear. I don't have the NA meter. That's just one I would recommend if you're getting started and you're not using OBS and streaming. Because the reason I got this meter is because it's nice enough or it's like a budget meter that you can connect to the computer and get on OBS. So that's when I would recommend getting that if you're planning on doing recording, streaming eventually. That's a decent budget meter. But otherwise, the NA, I don't think you can connect that to your computer. But it's it's arguably a better meter for a lot of purposes, like when it comes to how quick it and how accurate it is. I think it's a bit better actually. Maybe similar, maybe not better, but similar. It seems like user interface wise, it's pretty solid. Oh, thank you, Alex. I didn't see you were in here. Thank you for the congrats. Thank you. What sound can you describe when scratching the inside of your ear? I like Andy's question. That's a good. Let's see. I don't know. It's like there's sand. At least with my gloves, it feels like there's sand in my ear. That's how I can best describe it, Andy. hopefully that's sufficient answer to your question. Here, wait, let me go back down to more recent comments here because I scrolled up a bunch because I was seeing if I missed stuff. Ali has your station for 110. Yeah, that is like easy buy, honestly. Like especially if they're buy from the if you do buy that station, buy from the official website or from the official seller on Ali. Probably the official seller on Ali, unless because there's Black Friday deals right now, but unless Pharisee has some Black Friday deals on their website. I don't know if they do. But here, I'll give you a link that you should use if you buy that, just to make sure that you're more likely to get new stock with that resistor installed. Let me grab that quickly. What's up, Joey? Joey's in my stream. No way. Unbelievable. Let's see. Where is this link? Here it is. It's so funny. I'm doing this as Joey comes in because Joey just mentioned this meter on his stream earlier today. Or not meter, sorry. Station. Soldering station. Yeah, this is where I would recommend grabbing it so that you have the highest chances of getting new stock. No promises of getting new stock, of course, because who knows how that all works. But where do you trust buying components? Mouse or DigiKey, like everybody else. Like unless what was I gonna say? Unless you can't find the chips on there, then you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get stuff from Ali. Buy donor boards. Not everything's gonna be on mouse or DigiKey, especially for consoles, because you have proprietary chips. Yeah, it's super late for Joey. I hear station and I now appear. Joey's looking for a new station. He's getting one, I guess. That is official store price before coupons. Oh yeah, I forgot there's coupons. So if you buy other stuff on Ali, you're getting the like $20 off, $30 off, or whatever for how much you spend. They're just trying to get you to spend so much money on AliExpress, and it just works for me every time. I'm like in my cart, and I have like, okay, this is all I need, and then it's like spend $20 more, or like spend $30 more and get like $40 off, and I'm like, well, that just kind of makes sense to do. And then I just end up buying more, and it's a whole. I don't have to tell you guys. You all have the exact same experience as I do, I'm sure. For less fancy alternatives, I don't even know how to say that. Kizger C245, C210 is really great budget option. $50. Hey, yeah, if you can get a good, as long as the power supply is good, like 100 watts plus, go for that kind of thing. I would say if that's a lower powered station, like if it's like a lot of the portable ones come with like 60 watt power supplies, are like little charger block things. Some of them come with like 80. I would just spend the $40 extra, $50 extra, get the 100 watt station right out the gate. Like if you actually, Joey made a good point earlier today. He was mentioning stations on the stream, and he was saying, a cheap iron is good to see if you enjoy soldering. So like obviously don't dump a bunch of money on tools if you're not sure if you're gonna enjoy soldering and microsoldering and repair, because like it's so sad. I see all the time on Facebook Marketplace, like people just selling all of their microsoldering tools, and it's like so clear that they're like their microscope, like everything, the fume extractor, the soldering station, the power supply, meter, hot air station. It's like all this. It's just a big lot of like, and I see multiple people around here, especially in Montreal, selling just everything at once. And I know it's people who get frustrated with repairs. Like they buy everything and then they just like get super frustrated. And the problem with that is like they buy everything at once and then they just try to like use everything. It gets overwhelming. I can definitely like relate to that for sure. Cause like I've been through the same kind of like frustrations early on with repair where I was like, why don't I understand things, like it just seems like everyone else understands things and I don't. That's how it felt. That's actually what motivated me to start my channel. Cause I'm like, I don't like not a lot of people are putting. Don't get me wrong. Like all the stuff I just posted. I just posted like 5 channels that like, and even more so in my the video I posted before for 10 things you need to know. Like all of those guys like explain things incredibly well. However, like I feel like there is this like little bit of knowledge that almost everybody skips. Like this little like from 0 to like here. This is where like those videos are really helpful, and sometimes I just sort of brute forced it and jumped that gap by just watching thousands of hours of YouTube. Probably tens of thousands of hours of YouTube, to be honest, over the last like what 10 years, more than that now, 12 years now. I'm so old now. I've just been watching repair content for so long, and that I just sort of brute forced that little gap. But like, and even then, I still had issues when I went to start doing repairs myself. Like, bridging that gap is brutal. But yeah, like, in order to help people along with that, that was a lot of the goal of my channel, is to show you that like reballing isn't difficult and things like that. Turco, I kind of did with the 10 things you need to know. I talk about all this stuff pretty in depth in that video. 10 things I wish I knew about microsoldering is the name of the video. Talking about the struggles really helps because we think we're the only ones when we go through it. Yeah, Richie, like I probably should more. And like, it's not to say either like I don't have struggles now. Like I have repairs all the time that are like wrenching my brain. Ask LA. I'm like sleepless at night sometimes because I need to like solve this problem, and sometimes I don't have any idea where to go with it. I'm not 29. Dead. I'm younger. 28. I'm 27, but I'm close to 28. 4 months. I guess no. I'm not that close to 28. I'm 5 months out from being 28. It just feels old. I'm not saying I'm super old. I'm just saying it's crazy how time flies. I'm having a kid. It's crazy. My Hako FX 600 works great. Only $60 Canadian. Yeah. Is that Chlor? Is that I don't know what the FX 600 is. Is that the one, Joey, you had before? Hako. Or that you still have, I mean. That you're looking to replace. Is that the... I can't keep up with soldering iron names. No, that doesn't look like the same one. It's not the cartridge one. Birthday one, Russ, it's April 6th. April 6th. I'm happy to give you guys my birthday. Chicken nuggets is the fix. Chicken nuggets is always the fix. You're so right. Yes, being sleepless at night, I see what you're saying. For sure. Oh man, no, I think it's just the iron itself. Oh, I see. It's just like a standalone iron. FX 600. Yeah, I'm looking at it. The only thing I would say about that Chlor, don't get me wrong, I still use this guy here with the tips that just rely on the heat from the ceramic heating element or whatever. But the cartridge, I cannot recommend buying an iron like that these days, because for so much cheaper you can just get like, I would honestly even argue like a portable iron would be nicer than that in a lot of ways for microsoldering. When you're doing like, you do need something with it. A portable iron is not going to be good enough for like ground holes on like a Xbox Series X HDMI port, for example. Good luck using a portable iron to do that. Zach, I always wonder what chair do you recommend. I am not. How's the mesh? Does it bother you? I am not the person to be asking about ergonomics stuff. I am like hunchback central over here. This is just like some IKEA chair, I think. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. I like this chair because I like how it goes back. It doesn't go back too far. It's easy to push back. I don't like armrests in my way. They make me angry. So I'm happy with my chair, but it's not it's not an ergonomic one. I don't. Some people pay like $800 for the or $1,500 for that like transformer chair where you can like move every square inch of it in the way you need to make it ergonomic. That blows my mind because I haven't. To be fair, I don't think I've ever sat in one of those. So maybe it's life changing, but you need yourself a Charlie. What is that, Joey? I have to look that up. You need yourself a Charlie chair. I didn't realize, for anyone who's having trouble getting the joke, like I am here, this is what he was saying. I need one of these. Fix my posture. That is what I need, Joey. What's up, James? How's it going? I'm gonna start calling you James now, if that's okay, because everyone else seems to call you that, and I'm over here calling you JFix. So we're switching it up. Someone's at my house. Who's at my house? Any guesses? Nano, no. I have a chair from Walmart. JDT has a chair called Charlie. That's not. Is it actually not that? I didn't know if that was like a UK thing. Charlie chair. I thought he was making a joke. He doesn't know. Do you call your chair Charlie? How did I miss that? Not what he's talking about. Is it a specific kind of chair, Joey, or you just call your chair that? Standard 2, excellent options. UPS, it probably is UPS, actually. Hopefully telling your birthday didn't fully dox you. I honestly, Quaggle, at this point, like, it's over. It's over for me, so I don't mind giving. I didn't give the date. Oh, but you guys can figure it out based on how old I am, so. Or the year, I mean. Yeah, the chair is called Charlie. Is it the brand name, though, or did you named it that? I'm confused. Just a nickname. Got it. Hot Cows. Thank you. I'm so late. What's up, Just Inspired? I'm having a kid. Just Inspired. That was the announcement, if you missed it. Charlie keeps chat entertained when I'm walking about. I see. I watch Joey's streams all the time. I'm lurking all the time, but maybe I just like never. I guess I don't watch enough. I gotta watch your streams more, Joey. I'm outing myself. I lurk all the time though on Joey's streams. He knows because we've talked and he'll bring stuff up and I'm like, I saw that on your stream. Disappeared quick the other day. Oh yeah. Joey had father duties. Let me clear it. Oh yeah, I already read that. Congrats, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ellie's opening packages up there. What is she opening? Usually, I'm confused because 99% of the packages that arrive at my house are obviously for the business. So I'm really curious. Everybody's saying congrats. Thank you, Ruggers. Appreciate it. I guess different people are in the stream now. I could put a. I'll just say it every like 3 minutes. I'm just kidding. PCDD, what's up? Just finished my stream. Did a fun stereo speaker mod, but sent all my views over. Hey, thanks for the raid. I didn't get a notification for some reason. On my, did it show it in Discord or in the YouTube thing? Or maybe it will show me in a moment here. But thanks for the raid. I appreciate that. I must have missed the raid. Thank you, PCDD. Appreciate that. Who's the mother? It's LA, of course. It's public now. Yeah, it is public. Thanks, Joey. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mentioned earlier the tool from the thumbnail, Joey, was this. I held up this, and this was the new tool I got. The Pokemon silhouette in the thumbnail. did the old switcheroo on everybody, but everyone figured it out already before I said anything. I don't know how. I feel like I did a pretty good job holding it in at first. Yeah, PCDD, but usually it shows like it'll give you a little, at least on Twitch, I know it gives you an announcement like that. These people are raiding or joining the stream. I'm just confused because I have a new multi-chat set up here, and I'm very incapable of figuring out how to use it. So I don't know what kind of notifications I get through the chat. But thank you for the raid. Someone else is going to get looked after more than you now. It's true. It's true. LA. Oh my goodness, LA is just insane. During the pregnancy, she's just been like, congrats on the new tool, thank you. She's just been like so productive, and like I don't get it. I don't understand how she's like a machine right now, and she's still like, I'm taking care of her in every single way I can, of course, but she's still taking care of me too, which I was expecting to just be the one taking care of her and letting her do her thing, and that has not been the case. She's just absolute machine with it, and she's been taking care of me quite a bit as well through it. So I'm hyped about the if it's any indication how the raising a child is gonna go, I'm super hyped to do that with LA. I wouldn't rather do that with anybody else. What cravings has she had? That's a good question, Joey. She has been currently drinking quite the amount of milk. Like we buy like, those small milk, like half gallons sometimes. Like, and we still like barely finish those usually, but we have recently been just buying so much milk. She's just been loving drinking milk. And but it's like phases. She goes through phases. At first it was like, what was it at first? She had like some weird, I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of cracker, I think. The current craving is mint cookies and milk. Yeah, not just milk, but the Thin Mints. You know the Thin Mints from like Girl Scout cookies? I guess, I don't know if that's outside of the US or North America. But there's like the Girl Scout cookies, like the Thin Mints. And we don't have them in Canada. At least I don't in Quebec I haven't seen them around, but we buy the knockoff ones, and she's obsessed with those. Doing that all the time, a bit. I have to, because she's like, yeah, she's like, she's just mind blowing. Mint cookies and milk, yeah. Honestly, it's a vibe. I've been enjoying having the mint cookies in the house. I'm not gonna lie. I eat plenty of those as well. I used to drink so much milk. I loved milk when I was younger. I used to drink. What I would do is I would mix. Because I used to work at a cafe like for a long period of time, and I did like espresso drinks and stuff, and we would make like a bunch of like iced mochas and things, and I used to drink an iced mocha all the time. But then I realized I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine. I still drink it more than I should, but yeah, I'm pretty sensitive with caffeine and stuff. So I've been trying to find other ways. I was before and still am trying to find other ways to have drinks I like without caffeine in them. So I would just make iced mochas without espresso. So I would literally just make chocolate milk and put ice in it, and it's so good. It's so refreshing. I don't do it anymore, but I drank that stuff religiously. I'm trying to remember. There was one other weird thing LA had as a craving. She had she's currently still just loving apple with peanut butter. Oh yeah, I could take the glove. Well, I might work on the switch again, but we can always put other gloves on. Have to go. Good luck and God bless you 3 now. Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining the stream. Hi, my wife Mandy did pickles dipped in ice cream and Coca-Cola. That is something else. Wow. Bought another litter box. The cat won't like to share. Oh, do you have another cat, Dad? I missed something. Yeah, pickles with vinegar and dairy doesn't seem like that's a great idea. That's a pretty wild craving. LA didn't have anything like that. It was just like random things. Like, yeah, peanut butter and apples right now. She's liking a lot. LA, what was one of your early ones you had? Pineapple and mayo for my wife. You guys have crazy spouses. That is just crazy. Pineapple and mayo. What is with these like dairy acidic combinations? Like this is horrible. I am fully judgmental about that. Actually, I can't really judge anybody who's ever been pregnant. It seems like quite the experience. Strawberries. She was buying berries out the wazoo. We'd go to the grocery store, she'd just gravitate towards the berries and just get like 4 different kinds of berries. Again, we would maybe get berries once every 3 months, 2 months maybe. Hope you're doing well today, boss. I might be late to your stream. I'm always late to Ace's streams. I always get there during the hour of power, and then he's just ending the stream. Oh, speaking of which, I can't forget to raid people at the end of this stream. I'm gonna open this so I don't forget. Where is this? I always have it. Oh yeah, it's an edit. It's such a weird place for it to be, to edit your stream so that you can raid people. But yeah. Calcium and vitamin D. Happy birthday, Ruggies. I don't call you Ruggies. Ruggers. Happy birthday. Is it your birthday? I can never, like, if it's ever anyone's actual birthday, it's James, thank you. $10. I appreciate you. You're really kind. Why don't those show up on my multi-chat? Why can't someone just make streaming software that works and is easy to use? How about somebody figure that out? Because none of these, I have like tried so many things and it's all so horrible to use. But yeah, thank you, JFix, you're the best. Missed the hour by 2 minutes. Yeah, I always, like, I either join, sometimes I make it for the entire hour of power. But yeah, if it's anyone's actual birthday ever, I apologize because I'm just gonna assume everyone's always joking about that. My birthday was in May and Ace didn't buy me nothing, didn't even say happy birthday. It looks like he did just now. Sung him happy birthday. Yeah, Ace always sings happy birthday on people's birthdays. You won't even give me a shirt. It's my wife's birthday and our anniversary. Well, happy birthday and happy anniversary, Darren. I actually believe you. There's a lot of people in here I can't trust anymore. At least when I'm streaming. Lots of people that are trustworthy for other reasons, but not for not while I'm streaming, at least. If you're the streamer, this community really loves gaslighting. And I like it. I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong. Seems like Ace has a good streaming SW. I don't know what SW means. Dave. We try to avoid it. What's up, Ali? How's it going? Okay, what do you guys think we try? What time is it? Oh, it's only 5:45. It's early. Can't believe you don't trust us. Software. What? Have to go. Thanks for the advice today. Congratulations on the baby girl. Thank you. You two will be great parents. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have a great evening or morning or whatever time it is for you. Thanks for watching. Software. Why is everyone saying software? Software. Do you still skate regularly? Yeah, I still do skate regularly. Here and there. I mean, recently with everything with the pregnancy and we're pretty late in the pregnancy again. It could be any time in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm not doing it as SW. I see. You guys are all telling me SW means software. Sorry, there's kind of a big delay. Still, I switched it back to normal latency. Does it seem a little bit better for you guys? It's not fully 4K anymore, so it should be better latency. What did you say again? SW. Where was that? Oh, streaming software. It seems like Ace has good streaming software. It's just everyone seems like they have good streaming software because they have it all set up already. And Ace just showed me. He has like 1,500 streams, so of course he's gonna have it figured out. I guess I am kind of screwing myself over by going with open source. I'm trying to stick with OBS. Yeah, I'm gonna reflow the NAND for sure. We're kind of exhausted our conversation topics, so we can we can move on with this repair. See if it works with the reflow. And if you want, you guys can watch me do it reball by hand, which I don't feel like doing right now on the Switch and NAND, especially. Those solder balls are tiny. I like doing hand reballs on like 0.5 millimeter solder balls. Those are fun. Those are actually fun. But when it's like, you mean Chris? Exactly, Russ. How could I forget? I meant Chris. Lurking just got home. I have to greet the family. Happy birthday, Ruggers. See you, Russ. Thanks for popping in. Rittenhouse. OBS is fine. You just have to put the time in and learn how everything works together. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there, like StreamerBot. Yeah, that's the thing, is like I like all things said and done, like it does all work fine, but I try to just like get things set up quick before the stream, and I just never can make it work in the time I've allotted to do things. I get distracted easily, as you guys know. Anyways, have you tried Streamlabs? I've not tried Streamlabs yet. Yeah, I know it sort of comes with stuff embedded, and the more I'm dealing with all this garbage, the more I'm realizing it probably makes sense to just go with something like that and sacrifice the flexibility. I know there's a lot of flexibility with it. I just don't want to pay for it since there's OBS. So kind of doing it to myself a bit. Did you ever try smartphone soldering? Yeah, I've done some phone stuff in the past. I used to do a lot more when I was doing local stuff. I don't like the idea of doing mail-in phone repair because it's just going to be really stressful with people who want their phone back, because it's, unless it's like data recovery stuff, I might move in that direction at some point. But like I don't have tools I don't have stock too for phone stuff. I used to just order as I went with the local stuff, and it worked, and it worked because it was local. But yeah, it's just like less to work with. It's streamlined. Yeah, even if OBS has a lot more streamlines, it's open source too. Is it though? I mean, it's paid software. I know there's a free version of it, but like, I guess it's built on OBS. So does it still allow you to do all the stuff you could do with OBS, or does it sort of sacrifice for some of the flexibility? Streamlabs is irritating. The side-by-side or viewing a screen, the sizes are janky. Huh. Yeah, it seems very split. I should try both, see what works. Okay, we can try it. Figuring out what's going on with this NAND. First thing I'm gonna do actually is, we know it's not gonna be the Pico. I was gonna say I could try a new Pico, just because it could just be like the Pico has a damage on the FPC. There's a premium BS they push, but it's still open source. Oh, okay, good to know. Ask Cosmin. Thank you for the heads up. I wasn't aware of that. So you can still use like OBS plugins, still work with Streamlabs. Like everything that people make for OBS would work in Streamlabs, or is there separate plugins you have to get? Because if that's the case, I don't. I don't know. Oh, I guess there is a lot of support for it and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this was, if you're talking about this install, this was me just throwing this together quickly to see if the NAND was initializing, which it is not. So we're going to go from here. They actually had already taken out the entire, actually the only thing that was in the console before was the, what's it called, the SoC flex cable. Streamlabs free, won't do dual stream. Oh, you can't do multi-stream without paying? No, that's easily a no for me then. That is just immediate no from me. If that's the case. All right, let me get this. Actually, I don't need to get this off. Let's just take the NAND off and reflow it. We can also check with diode mode out of curiosity. Streamlabs, OBS, no plugins. Thank you, JFix. That is 100% what I need to know. I'm not 100% sure, but they might not be straight cross-compatible. Yeah, so those two things are just like already no-go for me. Let me clean my mat. Just a dust magnet, always. Drives me insane. Sorry, chat is missing from my microscope view. Let me fix that. There we go. Fixed. I recall multi-streaming a D&D event through Restream. Restream is different than multi-streaming via OBS. So you would totally be able to use Restream. I don't want to use Restream though, because that also is a paid service. I know you can do free stuff with it, but I don't want to go through it. I want to go directly from OBS to two separate streams directly to YouTube and Twitch, and not do like a middleman thing like Restream. The merch is so reasonably priced for embroidered pieces. Yeah, thank you, Epic. I'm glad you find that to be the case, because I purposefully I don't want to be selling like $70, $80 hoodies and stuff. And I really like clothes personally. Like, I'm a big clothes guy, especially hoodies and stuff. And I love embroidered hoodies, and I didn't really want I don't want the merch to be like, it's gonna support me a little bit. I get to choose how much money I make on each sale for each piece, and I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. So I just put it at like $5 to $10 per item is what I'm making on top of it. Everything else is like the price I have to buy it at, for tests and things. Gotta run. Take care, Nano and friends. Again, congratulations, Nano and LA. Thank you, Ruggers. Appreciate you joining. Thank you. Nice color, that icon. Oh yeah, nice little badge, JFix. I do smartphones, microsoldering in Morocco. Never did console repairs, but I really enjoy your videos. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. I have a lot of respect for people who do phone work. Phone work is definitely a different beast. Stuff's just like super compacted together, and phone repair is not easy. That's for sure. Oh, Advanced what's up? How's it going? Better late than never. Yes, always better late than never. Okay, we're gonna do a few diode mode measurements on these little data pins here, these vias. So we have clock on the bottom-ish now. I think that's gonna be this. Or is it this one? It's like this or something, or I can't remember. It's been so long since I've done one of these. Why is that so high? It's probably because it's going through this layer of adhesive. That is weird. I feel like that shouldn't be that high. 0.4, 0.4. These all look normal. Wish you're making more on it, but the price makes it more accessible. That's the goal. It's just more fun for me. And honestly, like, it was so. Fourth Wall is the service I use. They made it so easy to set things up, and they have like really great fabric choices. So I want my merch to have like nice fabric and stuff and to last. So I'm trying to keep the price reasonable more than I am trying to make money from it. Why can't I get a reading off of this? Is this? I just farted so loud. It's not showing on the screen readings. Oh, thank you for that. Let's see. Disconnect, reconnect. Fourth Wall is great. Oh, is that what you use, Joey, too? Takes a lot of stress off. Yeah, I'm like, and they make it it's very easy to, why can't I connect this? It's not working. Maybe I have to restart I hate silicone matte. The dust builds up over time. Yeah, it's kind of getting on my nerves these days as well. Letter of rip. Thanks, Babs. Appreciate you. All right, let's someone please make that a command on your stream. Andy, I expect no less. I read Fourth Wall is good. I'm really happy with myself. Yeah, it's solid embroidery. I was like not expecting it to be that good. And it's still not showing up. What's going on? What happened to did I break my meter it fell behind my desk earlier. Oh, are you joking? What's going on? Let me restart my meter. Did it get unplugged from USB? This is so annoying. Oh, I just realized that my chat. Oh, my multi-chat here is different from my multi-chat here. And this one goes faster. I don't think it's warped. It's a good question. I didn't look. I think it's fine. Looks good to me. Are you talking about like, is it delaminated or something? I don't know why they would have put any heat on this unless they tried reflowing it themselves, but I don't think they did. Let's see. What is happening with my meter software? It's not the software, it's my... Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. It was my meter that I dropped, and then I just had to restart it. The software just wasn't connecting. Okay, I've already saw something here that looks weird. I used a different brand and it was terrible. I'll check out Fourth Wall. Yeah, highly recommend it. It's yeah, okay, so see that. That's 0.73. That's which one of these on this side. I'm used to seeing these from this. Oh, I have a ground point on this side I can use. So is that this one? I don't think that should be that high. I'm really hoping the NAND is not just shot, because we might just have a dead NAND. That's ground. I'm pretty sure that's higher than... Let me grab a NAND to check. I put my silicone mats in the dishwasher. I mean, it's nice. It's easy to clean them, fortunately. Especially if they don't have, like, this new one I like because it doesn't have a bunch of, like, holes in it. I like how it still has a little thing here, but it's still easy to clean. There's not, like, 300 holes like on the other ones. I wish you guys could see my OBS is, like, insane. I have to fix this. It's always pretty insane. Just got my first silicone mat. You all saying I should expect my cat's hair to be super attracted to it. Yeah, it's pretty It likes the dust for sure. I just clean it obsessively. Okay, let's get a different NAND out here and compare. Let's see with this one. I don't want to get these mixed up. Let's see what's going on with this one. In comparison, pop this back. I'll just put it here. Got my first. Oh, I already read that. Okay. I keep rereading comments. Let's check here. Okay, that's normal. But what about this? This is not usually 0.7, is it? Oh, it is. And my context for V1, V2 boards is just shot these days. I've just been working on so many OLEDs. You have the cleanest blue mat ever. I just like this stuff just drives me insane. Drives me insane. Part of the most of the reason I use this squeeze bottle is to clean my mat now. Especially like I don't mind it actually, like it's just the microscope view. Ugh, I just don't. Everything's dirty under the microscope. Okay, so it's probably actually not any of those points. Those all seem fine then, as long as that other NAND was fine. It's very possible that other NAND was in my donor pile because it's dead, but it was attached to a console, and I don't know. We could try one more. Let's test one more just in case. We'll reflow it anyways. Goodness. But let's try this one here. This is a V1, but I don't think the NAND is different in any way. I use the same mat. Oh, maybe because I'm used to measuring this when it's connected to the board. That might be why I'm confused about the measurements here. No, look at this. This is measuring 0.41. I wonder if it's two different kinds of NANDs though. Let's see. What is this? This is Samsung, I think. Oh yeah. This is SK Hynix. The one that we were measuring before. And this is Samsung. So it's gonna read differently probably. Doesn't it reek of alcohol at the end of the session? No, I don't find that 99% alcohol I use smells at all, to be honest. Franco, I showed my huge tool before. It's just it's this. I'm having a child, so that was the bit. How do you zoom? Zoom with the scope like this, you mean? It's with this here, this little 180 times zoom thing. Yeah, SK Hynix is that's. I'm actually kind of concerned seeing that it's that. So my guess is the one I pulled off before reads that way because it is SK Hynix NAND. Maybe. Oh no, it's different. It's even different. I can't get that to focus. There you go. I actually don't even know. What company is that? I don't know what kind of NAND that is. That's weird. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it. Yeah. Ameo made a stonework mat. I got one. Oh, JFix, is that thing you showed on your alley video? Your most recent alley video? That thing looks interesting. I like the look of that thing a lot. Or is it? Let's see if this reads differently out of curiosity when plugged in the board. I'm gonna, that tool will come in very, very handy. Yes, it will. I can't imagine. Let me unplug this and let's plug this in. I just want to see if it reads differently in circuit. I can imagine it will. At least, yes. Okay, here we go. So it reads 0.4 like I'm used to.
I got really confused why it was so high, but it's because it was not attached to the SoC basically. So that clock point just goes to the SoC essentially. So, but out of circuit, that clock point reads 0.7. That's good to know. Okay. Cool. For specific NANDs, not for all NANDs. That's weird. Or the NAND's dead, and I just compared it with the NAND that is also dead. So let's check one more. If I can find an SK Hynix one floating around here. What do you think he meant with huge tool? It's just that it was like big. I'd put it in the thumbnail. I gotta show it all the time now. Just joining now. Okay, Steve, here's someone whoever said like saying huge new tool and then standing up is concerning. I can't get that out of my head every time. So I'm not gonna stand up, but I'm gonna show you. This is the new tool, the huge new tool. I just put huge because it's big in the thumbnail. It's just I'm having a kid, Steve. It's the bit. Okay. I'm getting all distracted. Okay, where is SK Hynix? That's not one. That's not one. Wow, you'd think having like 30 V1, V2 boards, one of these would be SK Hynix. But they're all just like Samsung. What? How? There's so many. Are you joking? Okay, I think I have NAND somewhere else as well. Let me check over here quickly. I swear I have a NAND module in here. Here it is. Please be SK Hynix. It's not. Ugh. How? Literally every single one of my Switch V1, V2 donor boards is not. They're all Samsung NANDs. Oh, JFix, thanks. James has got all of the mugs. He's got tools in them. That's a great idea. Like Andy's mug and everybody's aces. I'm so happy I can join the lineup. I'm honored, James. What's up, Chris? Hello, Sean. How's it going? So let's just reflow it, huh? And stop measuring things. I want to know why it's reading so high and why the other NANDs aren't reading that high. It seems suspicious. I don't want to put too much pressure that way actually. So I'm going to put it in this way because we're going to be applying heat to this. It's a really small PCB and it's going to get warmed up real quick. Okay. I'm not even going to put much pressure on that. I just want to make sure it's held in place. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, I mean, the only reason I'm reflowing this is because I don't see, it's either failed, it's not corrupt, there's a hardware issue here, right? Because if it wasn't a hardware issue, we would at least see, if it was just a corrupt NAND, we would see an empty NAND. So there's a few possibilities. Either the NAND is gone. Thank you, Steve, for the congrats. Yes, it's an on purpose, baby. Absolutely. It's been a long time coming for this. So Ellie and I are super hyped. You should probably put the chair on the shelf behind you. Put the chair on the shelf behind you. I'm not too sure what you're talking about. Anyways, so yeah, it can either be a dead NAND, a NAND like dead as in like not corrupt, but just like fried. Based on the readings over here, I don't think that's the case, but could be. Or there's the only other possibility really here is that there's a connection issue between the NAND and the SoC. It may also be corrupt, but I'm guessing it's just like having connection issues. The swing, so you don't have to keep taking it out. I don't know if just like point at it over here. I guess I could do that. Here, let's see. What's a good? Just put it on the shelf. I guess I could like put it back there somewhere. Oh, here. I have an idea. I could just put it on the on this here. I'll put it on the pool table. So I can just swing it over. Nano question, can a bad LCD connector cause not to boot or even not to charge properly? Absolutely, yeah. You can have it as if a lot of pins are shorting in the LCD connector, you can absolutely have all kinds of fun issues. I guess it depends on like why it's bad. Is it bad because the pins are bent, or is it? I guess that's really the only good reason it would be bad. Maybe it's melted, but like sometimes I'll get melted FPC connectors and all the pins are fine, so that's not going to be causing your issues. Thanks, Joey, for hanging out. Appreciate you chiming in, chilling with us. Have a good night. Good man, we don't make accidents here we absolutely have accidents here at NanoFix, Steve. I just ripped ass earlier. All right. I'll put this here. That way I can just swivel the camera and show people. I can't believe Joey Does Tech was in my stream. Guys, crazy. Joey's such a great dude. All right, let's just reflow this and hope it works. If not, one pin is kind of out of place only, so it's not shorting. If that's the case, like it's probably not gonna be that causing power like boot, or like if it's touching other pins. Sometimes it's really hard to see too. Like if you've got a decent microscope and you zoom in quite a bit, you'll be able to see pins you can't see being zoomed out, if that makes sense. With good lighting too, you gotta get good lighting. I'm still here, stop it. Joey, I would say any of that to your face. Joey's the man. All right. Let's get some flux under here. Because this is a really, really small PCB, we want to use low heat for this with the hot air. And with NANDs, you just want to go from low heat to high heat slowly. Heat them up slow. They don't like rapid temperature changes. So we're going to take our time with reflowing this. With preheating. Actually, it's not going to take very long at all either way, because this heat, you'll see it heats up real quick. Thermal mass on this is like next to nothing. So let's start with just 275, get the thing warm, and then we'll go in with some higher heat. Let me get this flux under here too. Actually, damn, this would have been the perfect time to use Ace's flux. I haven't tried it yet too, because I haven't been doing a lot of BGA stuff recently. Actually, I'd say that, but I just did a bunch on a Switch last week. Gonna head off to getting late here in the UK, and it's a weeknight. Congrats, and talk to you soon. Thank you, Just Inspired. Appreciate you joining me. Where's my water? Nanomite. What's up, Rob? I felt the same way when you joined my chat last week. It's so cool. It's such a great like community, the repair community. I don't know. It just blows my mind all the time how chill everybody is. Um, I should have started making videos way earlier. Okay, I'll just go with this since I already got this flux under this chip. Let's just go for it. If we reball later, can use it to put it on. So this is just pretty low heat right now. I'm just trying to get the board preheated, get flux underneath this thing. I put more flux on top of the chip than under it right there. Cool. All right, let me get my tweezers ready here. So this is really just to get the board nice and warm, preheated. Get the NAND a little bit warm as well. Just keeping it moving, heating evenly. Let me move this a little bit. All right, now we can. This is plenty. We can go up to. I'm gonna go to like 350, which is plenty high for such a small PCB. I could probably even afford to go a little bit lower with the heat. That is plenty. All right, cool. So you can see if you preheat it, it takes 2 seconds with like 350, 325. And with preheating, I don't just like blast it close up with what was I using? I was using 250, 275, something like that. You want to keep it moving, and you want to like start farther away, because it's gonna be like essentially manually adjusting the airspeed. It's gonna be cooler air down here than it is closer to the nozzle, so you can kind of like adjust the temperature and the airspeed a little bit, but without even touching your station by adjusting the height. So I started high up, preheat, and then and because the standoff height of this chip is so low, you can see this thing is like, especially with the flux there, it's gonna look like it's touching the board almost, but you can see right there that it's like a really low standoff height. So because of that, come on, focus. I'll take it out of the board holder. It's a little hot still, so I'm gonna let it cool. Can get the flux cleaned off of here too, and then inspect the solder balls. Make sure I didn't nudge it a bit too much. Where's my... I was playing Pokemon game and the whole display locked up on my Switch 1, and now it just blue screen. Can't boot to maintenance mode. So I think finally decided after 20 years of just regular soldering and electronics to get some microsoldering equipment experience. That's, yeah, the blue screen's rough. That's usually going to be due to some disconnect between the RAM and the SoC due to a drop or a bend in the motherboard. And it's going to give you the blue screen. Let me use some low temp hot air. I want to get flux out from underneath this thing. Oh, that didn't work. I might do a reball, David. The problem is I don't have a proper stencil for these yet. I got one coming. So I would either have to finagle it with the universal stencil, which is never fun, or reball by hand, which is never fun. So if we do that, it's going to be a little time consuming. Especially because the solder ball size on this is somewhat small. Compared to, like, you know, PS5 chips, for example, they got like 0.5 millimeter solder balls. I've actually got a video coming out soon on reballing with solder balls. And I'm glad because I made plenty of mistakes during the recording of the video, which is just kind of how it goes sometimes with reballing. And I show you guys how to fix some of the common issues you run into. I've got some older videos showing that stuff, but figured an updated one would be better. Soren is the GOAT. Actually, I had the pleasure of watching Soren recently. Super knowledgeable, chill guy. Yeah, Joey and Soren are great guys. All right, let's inspect this. See how the solder balls look. Probably could have done this before we reflowed it. Why can't I see anything? There we go. It's probably still a little bit of flux under the chip, so it's gonna prevent it. Yeah, you can see the flux there. Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Was that from my reflow? Did that look like that before? One side of it just looks like pressed into the PCB. Is that what someone was saying before? That may be from the reflow. Oh, someone was saying not the PCB, but the NAND. I have to go look at what you guys said. If the NANDs ever go bad and become unavailable, are we going to end up with paperweight switches? I mean, this didn't just happen out of nowhere. Someone tried to mod this console, which is usually why you have NAND issues, in my experience. Sometimes you'll have NAND corruption out of nowhere, but it's not very common. Can I search? Someone said something about the NAND. If you're still here, can you please let me know if you saw that? Yeah, the chip looks bent. Someone mentioned not the PCB. Why is the chip bent? What? Maybe because what happens is when you take this out of the board for the first time, here, you have to kind of pry up on the NAND to get it to, release from this adhesive here. It's really difficult to remove these. So you need to use a lot of alcohol, patience, and some plastic tools and stuff. You can slot a BGA tool underneath here is what I like to do. Oh, it's you, Babs. Did you say, Babs, that did it look like this before I did the reflow? Like, I can't imagine a reflow bent the NAND. That doesn't happen. But I'm just curious. Because if that's how that looked before, I think this thing is a goner. Unfortunately. Obviously, we'll test it still, but like an hour ago. Yeah, you mentioned it, but what was... Babs, what was bent? Then you saw the NAND was bent? Maybe I can go back and look at my stream and see for myself in the video. Where did I look at the NAND? Right before the reball, I looked at the edge of it because you pointed it out, and I thought you meant the PCB. I just want to see it. Oh, yeah. Wait, let me see. Pause. Let's see. Did I show the... Oh, please show the other side. Oh, yeah. See, you can see it from here. What here? This is the stream from before, and you can see here it's closer to the PCB than here. And is that? And if I look at this, hold up. I'm looking at this from which direction? From, okay, the NAND is on this side, like this. So let's look at it from there. Again, this exact same thing. Yeah, you can see it's just sort of pushed down. Ah, this is probably gone. Yeah. Well, obviously we'll try it out, but that chip looks really messed up. Sometimes usually what happens is people don't usually bend the chip. I don't know how the chip is bent or warped. That doesn't make much sense to me. But usually what happens is the PCB gets bent. It doesn't like look bent after, it's just it'll crack. They'll crack solder balls underneath. That happens plenty. But crazy. I can't say I've ever seen a bent NAND before like that. I've seen chipped NANDs, I've seen cracked NANDs. Bent NANDs is a new one. Let's see what we get, I guess. I'm not very hopeful. Oh, purple screen immediately this time instead of whatever black screen we got before. Let's power cycle. That seems like a change in behavior. I know we got the purple screen before, but that was after trying to launch OFW from, I guess it's kind of the same. It's just booting it, but I don't know. Oh, Ken, here's my new tool. It's my new tool. I'm having a kid. I also miss Lewis. Yeah, I miss Lewis repair too. June, yeah, it's still purple. You were correct. Let's still throw this in here to see if we get any initialization now. I would be extremely surprised if we get anything. So this we could try a little, it's gonna be so time consuming, but we could try a little level 3 unbrick. It'll just take a little while. Because that's really probably the only hope for this console. Okay, let's see if this glitches. Yeah, it's still glitching, which is weird because usually if there's a bad NAND, it's not gonna glitch. It's just not initializing, so it's kind of like a failing NAND versus a bad NAND. Does that make sense? Let's put the SD card in here and see what we get. Oh, Babs, I'm not worried about the reflow I did. I don't think that's... I was happy with how much I tapped it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, good night, Chris. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much. Okay, here. Let's see. I think we're just gonna get the exact same problem. Console info, eMMC. Yeah, failed doing it. Same thing. I don't like with it bent like that. I think reballing that is probably a waste of time, June. It's like the NAND is physically damaged, and a reball is not gonna fix that. So like I think this is just a goner, to be honest. I don't really think there's anything we can do to save the contents of this. I mean, like, you know, you could do data recovery with this. You could buy like a $20,000 what's it called? One of those I forget what they're called. PC 3000s. Maybe we could then restore this $50 Switch motherboard. I really do think a reball is just wasting my time with this. Look at this. From here, it looks almost fine until you look at the corner here. And you could say, oh, that's probably the PCB. And then you can see it from, I think it's this side, where you can really see it. Oh, look at that. What is wrong with this NAND? Like, sometimes this will happen because it will look a little bit like this because this side is just closer to the PCB than this side, right? Because sometimes, like, if you press down while reflowing or But in this case, the chip is like arcing. You see, like it's not like it's angled. It's just like, and you can see it even more so from here. It's I think on this side here, it's closer to the board on the right hand side than on the left, ever so slightly. Actually, maybe not. I don't know why. Did I see that on the other side? Dude, this NAND is so weird. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah, maybe the board is also. Is it the board? It looks like the board from here. This looks like the board. On this side, it looks like the chip. Yeah, someone said, Babs, you said it looks like both. Look at that chip though. That chip looks weird. It might just be like a, what's it called? Like a little optical illusion kind of thing. If it's just the board. In which case a reball would work. Okay. I vote we try it. It's just so not worth doing this for a V1 or V2. But we can pull it. And we can actually, let's pull it and see. It's at least needs to be reballed even if the NAND is good. So we can pull it and see. We'll use the little vacuum pen actually. And we'll be able to see a little bit better. I don't know, you're holding it, pull the chip, yeah, and put a straight edge on it. Yeah, that's the goal here. So once we remove it, we'll see which one is bent, and maybe both are. It definitely looks like the PCB on that one side was bent. Okay, let's pull this thing off. Same deal, let's go down. Put the temperature. Why is my airspeed so high? Oh, because I had it in that mode. Okay. Let's pull this thing off and see how it looks afterwards. It totally could just be the board, the PCB playing tricks on me. Sorry, I'm holding it at an angle to get the flux to go underneath the chip. Let's get this over here. Oh, and I can go here. Let me grab my little vacuum thing. Make sure this is gonna, yeah, that'll line up fine. Right? Yeah. Clean this little suction cup. I swear to God, after moving everything around when swapping desks, the dust is just still settling everywhere. It's like insane how much stuff I moved around. No, we're not. We already reflowed and it didn't work. We're pulling the chip off at this point. I already put flux on this. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. All right, let's just get this preheated. We're at a good temp. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. OnePlus, like, but it looks so bent from that one side. I've never seen that before. If it is bent. All right, that's plenty preheating, and let's boost the temperature now. Is this loose? Not yet. What about now? Yep, there we go. Pull it off with the vacuum pen. Look at that. I love this thing. It's a little bit more useful in scenarios where there's other components around. In this case, it's a little bit unnecessary, but it's fun to use at least. All right. Yeah, I have other eMMC boards if it is the board. Let's see. Let's just look at it now without it on the board. That looks flat to me. That definitely looks flat. That also looks flat. And so does that. So I think it is... I don't know about that corner there. That corner looks a little concerning. But we'll put it against a flat surface and see. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Let's see. Actually, I have a switch that won't turn on and only pulls charge in slow mode. EMC gets abnormally hot. Some tracing for a short that might lead there. Only pulls charge in slow mode. EMC gets abnormally hot. Okay. Yeah, it's a fun little vacuum tool. Temperature before was, I was at 275, but holding it a little bit further away for preheating and moving around a bunch, preheat it for a little bit, and then 350. You could probably use, could probably afford to use 325 doing that. It's just I'm using my presets, the presets I have on my station. Yeah, let's put it on like a flat thing, like the board holder here, or this here. This is a real flat piece of metal, and let's see. So, yeah, guys, I think this is bent. Look, rip. Here, let me look at like rocks back and forth. See that? Ugh. I've never seen that with a NAND before. Ew, look at that. That thing is just so gone. Yeah, I don't think this is worth doing anything with. I think the board is bent too, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if both were bent, because when we were looking at it from here, we could put this on the flat. Actually, I can't really put it on a flat surface. There's components on it. Yeah, it's crazy. I've never seen that before. Bent NAND. It's flux all over this thing. So see, like this PCB looks like slightly. Actually, the PCB mostly looks good in my opinion, but I think there was one side where it did look, I remember, a little bit bent. I can't find, I don't know if it was there. Yeah, it looks like this here is bent too. A little bit, this corner here. L, huge L. But we can try putting in a donor NAND and doing a level 3 end brick on it. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time with this NAND. That thing is just so far from gone, in my opinion. That's crazy. Can I see it if I look at it? It's like you would never really know unless you put it against a flat surface like that. Maybe that side there, you can kind of see it. So crazy. Corner of the PCB was squished. Yeah, probably what it was again, when you're prying up on this thing, if you can really put a lot of pressure, like prying up here. And this is actually, we can look at which side, because this goes on. Where's our little solder ball? Like this. This goes on like this. Right? Where's the dot? Where's the dot? Whatever. But yeah, anyways. It's on here like this. And they're prying up from this corner here. So, I don't know. The board is way worse than the chip, says Babs. Yeah, but look at the Bab. Did you see the chip? I don't know. I don't know if I agree. Let me put this back under the microscope. Look at this thing. This is not good. You can't do this to a NAND. Like I'm putting full pressure down, and one corner of it is just like so far away from. I'll put pressure on the whole thing here. Look, that is not good. Oh, from here especially, nasty. Like I can, it's like a rocking horse. Yuck. Do you guys think it's possible this thing has data on it still, and that it would work if we reballed it? I just don't. I think it's such a big waste of time to reball that. I also just really don't want to do this by hand right now. I really, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta charge the customer for it. So I have to ask the customer, unless they're in chat and wanna answer, in Discord or something quickly. Oh, of course, if I had a stencil, I would do it immediately. I have one coming. A magnetic stencil. I have a Mayo one. It would be really simple, but I hate dealing with these universal stencils and taping them off with small, like not using solder paste for small what's it called, VGA sizes, is like using solder balls for small pads like that. I have problems every time I do it. It's just such a long process. I guess we could also just try a universal one with solder paste, but I don't actually know if I have a universal stencil that's gonna work on that. We could look. Where am I? I taped one of my universal ones off for the NAND, but it was for balls, for solder balls. But yeah, again, it's just that's always just a nightmare. It's none of these. Oh, these are the new ones I got. Here, where are my old? I gotta get a stencil holder. Purple screen for the symptoms. Snardash. That's obviously not the NAND. I swear to God I had it. This is all my PS5 stencils. It's not going to be in there. So this is maybe what we could use. Here we go. Actually, is that it? It's in my switch bag, actually. Here we go. Is that the correct size? That looks correct, actually. Okay, maybe we can do this. This is going to be painful. I'll tell you that right now. Reballing with solder paste with taped off stencils is like a complete nightmare. The solder paste just gets stuck in the... I think I might even retape this. Let's see if this is the correct one though first. Sorry, you guys can't see. Let me get this in. Bent multi-layer board is bad. The NAND is even thinner. Multi-layer chips, toss it. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know if I want to waste my time with this. Why am I putting the freaking board on here? I'm stupid. Here. We need to reball the chip. Yeah, this is totally the one I taped off for it. I thought I had taped off one for solder balls. Not one for direct heat. Oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect. I might just put a different piece of tape on the bottom there so that we have those holes covered and we can give it a shot with paste for fun. But it's if this gives me any trouble with this stencil, I could also offer to the customer to wait. Like I would literally be able to just charge them less if I had the proper stencil. Just time-wise. So I can give him the option, wait a week for my alley order to come in. And it could be this price, or try it now, and it could be this price, or give up on it. That's his options, really. And the thing is, like, I have to, for these situations, like, when it comes to spending a bunch of time on a console, I can't not on any console, just specifically on a Switch V2. It's one thing if this was an OLED, this would immediately be worth trying. But this board is worth like $50, probably less these days. So it's silly to do this, in my opinion. But we'll give it a shot for the stream. What time is it? 6:46. Just want to make sure I don't starve, and I don't starve my pregnant wife. I gotta help with dinner. Okay. Temperature down on the iron here because it's such a small chip. Don't need to unnecessarily heat this thing. What's up, DJ? Welcome to the channel. And we can do low heat on the hot air station as well. $330 should be plenty. Yeah, so I can do a level 3 on brick, but it's gonna be a custom firmware only console, like June said. Cool. Missed a few here. Cool. That's good. Probably could have used a little bit higher heat. Took a little longer than I wanted it to, but we're here. Can you do anything? Oh, that was in response to, yeah, so Snardash, you can essentially rebuild a NAND. You can put a new NAND chip on it and rebuild a NAND using the donor contents of another switch, but and then just re-encrypting it, kind of using the console keys. You can't dump all the keys because some of the keys are on the NAND, on a partition, on the prod info partition, and the GPP. In the prod info section of the GPP partition. I guess they're both partitions, technically. But like June said, the Switch would never be able to. Yeah, I agree, Peter, to be honest. Not gonna lie. I can definitely do it level 3 unbrick for him, in the very least. Okay, let me get this chip holder here. We could try using this chip holder. I used to do these by hand. I don't know what my problem was. I just should buy a freaking should have just bought a stencil from the get-go. But it's honestly very rare these days I have actual NAND issues. 90% of the time, more than that, with these mod attempts, it's just other stuff, you know. Like I gotta put tape again on this thing. On the bottom portion. I'm gonna leave the tape on the other sides because those are fine. It's just like solder paste gets all stuck caught on the tape. It's gonna anyways, but So I gotta, actually, maybe we can just tape this stencil down to this chip holder while I put the tape on. I guess we could leave it taped too while it's reballing, or while we're reballing. Okay, I did not mean to just cover the stencil with that. Here, let me put this tape down and then reposition it. See, like this, the reball would be done by now if I just had a stupid stencil for it. Like I said in my reballing with paste video, I hate these direct heated stencils, to be quite honest. Not my thing. Okay, cool. We got that all taped off. You're gonna see why this is such a pain in a sec. Where's the paste? Let's grab a nice healthy chunk of paste. And I got some on my finger. And I'm going to dry it out a bit so there's not so much flux on there. Cool. Got some nice dry solder paste to work with. And we're just gonna deal with those extra holes there. This is part of why doing this is a pain without a proper stencil, because those holes are going to, if you use too high of airflow, they'll jump, the little solder balls that form will jump out and combine with neighboring ones. It's really fun. So I'm trying to do this without peeling the tape up too much. Go over it one last time here. See, I'm already getting caught on the tape. At this point, it actually might make sense to just try to use a Q-tip lightly to remove, like rotate on top. That seems to work well. See, like, paste gets stuck in the corner of the tape here, and if it's too close, like here, I probably just should have moved the tape a bit further away from the where the holes are actually in the stencil that I need to use, because solder paste gets kind of caught up there. But I should really get most of it with the Q-tip. See, like the only thing I'm worried about now is that corner on the bottom left has so much solder paste stuck in it, so we got to get that off. There's some in every corner there. That's good now. This one, I mean, it's not enough paste that I think it's going to cause issues, but I just don't like it. I want even solder balls. Alright, the only thing I'm worried about now is that bottom right corner there. You see, the rest I'm cool with. It's just there's so much paste in here. Let me get this focused. Actually, that's probably okay. It's probably okay. Let's send it. I think this is going to be okay. The corners have some the corners have some tinted. It shouldn't make a significant tilt, would it? I don't actually know. Are you talking about this solder piece in the corners? It's gonna make it uneven. That's my concern with reballing this right now. But it's not gonna make a big enough difference, I think, for it to be an issue with how much is on there right now. Let's try this and heat with low airspeed. Really, really low airspeed, and we don't really need that high of a temperature either, because it's super low thermal mass. So I'm just going to press down on the chip, apply heat to the bottom left. Of course, the tape's coming up because of the heat. Flux starting to bubble. And we just got to be patient now and pray that we don't have too much solder paste on the edges of the tape. You can start moving around slowly. Cool, that is plenty. Can I pick your brain about why my Switch OLED is breaking because it was short on the 3.3 volt caps? That can be due to a lot of reasons. I actually just had one that was really weird. My guess, my best piece of advice is to just inject a volt and see if you can see anything heating up if you have a thermal camera. Otherwise, look for short finding techniques around on YouTube. You can use IPA as well to detect shorts. If you have some alcohol, put it all over the board, inject a volt, and if you're drawing enough current, whatever is shorted will heat up, so it'll melt the, not melt, but evaporate the alcohol. Okay, let's pick this off. This actually went better than I was expecting this to be honest. Usually when I use solder paste with taped off direct heated stencils like this, it does not go this well. I can tell you that. Okay. Cool. So we gotta separate this from here now. And we have to pray that all of those solder balls actually stuck to the pads, because it's very possible that they did not. And that they got stuck in the stencil, because I think this stencil is a little smaller hole-wise. It's perfect pitch-wise. You can see they lined up perfectly, but the aperture is supposed to be bigger than the VGA pad, and when it's not, you have issues like this where the chip gets stuck, and where, let me put some flux on here, kind of acts as like oil a little bit. And we can heat it with low heat. Just using 180 here to get it warm. But I remember now doing this a few times, and every time I do it with this stencil, solder balls just really like to stick. Gotta heat it a bit more in the stencil. If it was the proper size stencil, the chip would have come out by now. With that, oh, see, I pulled one of the solder balls out because it's one of the ones that doesn't actually get used. You can see these are all loose here, around the middle. There we go. Yeah, see how many stuck? We have like 3 or 4, or maybe even 5 that didn't stick to the pads. So we can save these and we can put them back on. This is actually better than usual with this particular stencil. I remember last time I did this with that stencil, it was not so good. So a lot of those that stuck to the stencil were obviously the ones that are no, that don't have any, you know, all the middle ones here on all these, but we have 2 here. 3, it looks like, actually. Oh, more than that. We have 4. 4 that we got to replace solder balls with, but fortunately we have them right here. So, for sure, June, I'll be happy to make a poll. We're a little ways out from that because I'm gonna get another PC. Like, we're gonna pull a NAND from another PCB, clean it. So I'm just gonna poke these out onto this mat here, and we're gonna use 4 of these guys if I can get them. Of course, none of them actually fell out fully. There we go. We got 2 there. Got our like little handmade solder balls here. There's too much flux on those anyways, honestly. Those guys. It's probably not worth messing with those. Do I have 4 though? I got 3. I need 1 more. Come on. How about you? There we go. We got 1 on the tweezers. That's perfect. So I'm gonna come over here, place these manually, reheat. That's good. Oh, okay, I was gonna say I just had it, but it disappeared. And my tweezers were hiding it. Oh, that's the last thing I need right now is the chip moving around. Let me tighten that. Cool. I could probably line that up a little bit better. We can go ahead and heat those while we're here. Low airspeed again. I don't want to be blowing these around. And a little bit higher heat. Those guys just popped into place, and we can do these now. Cool. And that guy. It's good enough for me. Come on, heat up. I'm waiting to apply heat for my hot air to get up to temperature because when you've got low airspeed, it takes forever. Cool. Alright, this is good. Is the child labor on Ali making solder balls manually all day? Zach is child labor. I am definitely not. Oh, you're talking about the solder balls I made with the solder paste. Alright, let's get this thing out of here and on a stupid board. See if it works. Doubt. It's bent. That actually went arguably pretty well for using that stencil. If I had a better direct heated stencil, I tried all of these. I remember that's why I taped this one off. If I had a better direct heated stencil that had the correct size holes with the same pitch, we would be golden. But see, this is a 0.25 millimeter. I think this takes 0.3 balls technically, so it's kind of the wrong size. And what happens is because the pad on the chip is a little bit bigger, or if not the exact same size as the hole on the stencil, when the solder spreads out, when it sticks to the pad, it puts pressure, on the stencil on all sides of the ball that gets formed. So it won't release like we saw before when it was really difficult to release. So that's why you'll notice for actually like stencils that are designed for the chip, the holes will be a little bit bigger than the actual footprint. Okay, I'm not gonna use this because I don't trust it. Let's grab literally any of these. I don't think I have any preference. This one is giving me trouble to get off, so we're gonna go with this one. Now that's from one of the burnt boards from that one of the cooked boards from that video. I could tell because it's just browned. Did NAND straighten itself out now? No, it's still it's just bent after taking it off. No, Babs, I'm only doing this for the stream. I'm not doing that. I would probably never bother doing this for a customer unless it was data recovery. Then of course I would do it. But like I can't charge I just can't charge what I would normally charge for this kind of work on this console because you could buy 3 of them. you could buy 2 of them at least. Okay, so this NAND needs to go on here. We got all the hard work done already. Where's the little board holder? This NAND chip is probably good, so I will keep this this one that we're about to take off in a little bag or something like that. Be nice to have a little 32 gig NAND in case we need it. Two live streams and I'm shattered and definitely need some beauty sleep. Big congratulations to both of you on the fantastic news. Catch up soon. Thank you, PCDD, for joining. Have a lovely beauty sleep. You've earned it. All right. Where are we? Let's do the same thing here since we want to keep this. Let's go low temperature again. Preheat a bit. All right, let's boost the temperature now. Let's try 325 instead. When you started repairing switch, did you have donor already or just switch bought off, bought not fixable? So I had like few donors. I didn't have as many as I do now, but I had like 1 or 2 broken switches that I had either bought and tried to repair or still not moving. Yeah, it looks like the other temp I was using is probably the move. I don't like how long that took, but got it done. Let's, while the PCB is still warm, get some wick quickly. I used to try to buy and resell broken stuff, but I stopped doing that fast after realizing that it's so difficult to make money doing that. It's so much easier to see which pads are wicked from not under the microscope. Like I'm going from this angle. Oh, you can't see. Here, which is, I mean, even that is more difficult to see than in person. I think I missed one though up there. A few up top. Let's get those quick. Quick before the board cools. There we go. It looks like it changed color on. Okay, cool. That's good. What's up, 1245? I only do it now with easy repairs, buying and selling. I hate the selling part too. Yeah, I also really don't like. That was a big part of why I stopped doing that, was because I don't mind customer service, but customer service when you're selling something new to someone is so much different than customer service for repairs. It is brutal doing like marketplace customer service or eBay. I hate eBay too. eBay is a nightmare. Okay, cool. So let's get the chip nice and lined up. I always like to just grab one of these to compare the alignment with. I don't actually have to take this off the board. But let's see. Oh, that's interesting. I just realized that these two boards are different. You can see this cap here is over here, whereas this one's a little further. My guess, actually, it's probably worth checking the board I have to see if it's okay. So it is. This is more similar to the one I'm putting it on. This is the one that we took it off of. That's the one we're putting it on. So I'm glad they're the same at least. I doubt they're different. Ultimately, I think they're probably the same exact pinout between V1, V2 switches. But I actually have to use a different NAND then. Let's look at alignment. Come on. Well, whatever. I'll just use this anyways. Okay. Where's our reball NAND? Here it is. And this guy needs to go on this way. And actually, that's about where it goes horizontally, not vertically. So we've got to get this down. Come on. Oh, never mind. It looked because the footprint of this was so, they're all the same. Because the footprint of this was so small compared to the chip size, it's obviously gonna be closer to that then. It's kind of stupid. All right, that I think is in place right there. Is there a revision number on the boards? This says HAC EMMC 01. That also says EMMC 01. This one says same thing. So they're all the same. I was smoking something because I think that needs to go down one, because I think that corner alignment thing there needs to. Oh yeah, you can see on the top left we got a corner alignment thing. We gotta go down one row, but we're good on the horizontal side of things. Oh, I had it perfect almost. Cool, right there. Right there, that's perfect. Yeah. We compare that to the other one here. You can see it's looking good. It's covering up those things at the bottom. It's just the angle of the scope. So this is all good, and we can. Damn it! I should have put some flux on the footprint. Let me do that, because this is. I don't know why I forgot to do that. Where's my? Let's try Ace's flux. Liquid rosin. Wow, this is hard to open. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this open. Come on. it just keeps like skipping, you know? It has like that safety lock on it. I might have to, I don't want it to go all over the place. Am I the only one who thinks Zach is way too calm for someone having a baby? Ah, so close. I can't get enough pressure because this plastic here is too soft, so it keeps just skipping on the... I might have to like literally cut this open at some point. Yeah, I know I have to redo the alignment, but I need to put flux. Hey, I got it. I need to put flux underneath this. No point in putting the chip on if it's not gonna stick properly to the stupid board. All right. Let's try a little bit of this stuff. I guess Ace usually adds this after. I don't think he puts it under like I'm doing here, but we're just gonna go for it. Try it out. Seems to be behaving in the way I want it to, so that's good. Actually, I would like... That's good. That's a good amount of flux. It's childproof, so I can't open it. It's just that like this plastic is so soft, and I don't know what if it was if this or the lid, but it just kept skipping. I was pressing in as hard as I could. Oh yeah, it's because this goes in like this, so it doesn't apply enough pressure to the lid. I'm not gonna screw that on tight for sure. Okay. Big solder ball on the edge. Oh yeah, here. Good shout out. Let me grab that because that I think the chip covers that. Or you know, it will cover that when we put it on. Let me oh no, but all my nice flux now is gonna get melted. No, not if I use my iron. I've been using my I've been using my hot air station so often for wicking. Well, we can just grab that. Cool, that shouldn't get in the way now. Let's realign this chip. Oh, I love how tacky this rosin is that Ace gave me. That's really nice to work with. Wow. Okay, let's low airspeed. We don't want to blow the chip everywhere. I'm gonna actually take off my nozzle on the hot air, and we're gonna go up to what? Sorry, not up to, down to like 25% airspeed. And we'll start with 350 just to get things preheated. We got really low airspeed, so it's gonna take a sec just to preheat this, and then we'll boost temporarily to 375 to get it soldered on. The NAND has solder on the corners. Does that matter? It won't it touch? It as long as it's not like a huge blob. I think all of them just had like a little bit of solder on them. It's too late now, but I think it'll be fine. Those like to get all tinned up when you take the chip off. All right, we can boost the airspeed a little bit and the temperature a little bit now. And we should see it move a little bit. I think my airspeed might be a little too low, but I'd prefer that than too high. Cool, and then, oh, I don't want the board to move. Cool, that's good. Let it cool off. I love placing that chip with that rosin. It's so tacky. Just did dual sense for the first time this week. Bought the thumbstick iron tip and heated it from above with hot air with gentle force pulling from below. It worked pretty great. Oh, you're talking about thumbsticks. I hate doing thumbsticks. Controller work makes me sad. What's up, Russ? You missed me painstakingly reballing this NAND. Cool. So we can get this guy nice and cleaned. Is the SK Hynix and Samsung NAND boards different? I was just looking at that. I don't think they are. I thought at first they were. But after double checking, it looks like they're the same. It wouldn't really make sense that... I guess, yeah, I don't think it would make sense that the boards are different because they're just trying to source chips, you know? Alright. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Let me get rid of this. Let's pop this in the console. This is a donor. I don't think... Oh, we should look at the... I should flush the NAND. See here, this is actually what happens too when you use too small of a stencil like that. Because that's the only stencil I had. The board is way closer to the chip as a whole. Like it almost is touching it. Some places it is. But that's because the solder balls aren't really quite big enough for the chip technically. It's gonna still make the proper connections, but it's just the chip just like sort of sucks itself down. So that's as a result of using, again, like I said, same reason why it was hard to separate from the stencil, same reason why I need to buy a freaking UMC stencil or wait for it to come. I don't know why it took so long to buy one. Anyone interested in... Oh yeah, I love Dell parts people. Oh yeah, make a poll. Doubt it's gonna work, but the NAND is all bent. Let's see, poll. Bendy NAND worky. I'm voting no. Can I vote? I can't vote on my own poll. I can't vote no. Wow, there's way too many of you who think this is gonna work. I'll be amazed if this flexible NAND. It's the incredible flexible NAND. Oh, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I didn't realize he was here. I did not see him at all. You got a beer laptop fixed. Was it someone spilled beer on the laptop? I am so tired today and hungry. I went this morning to get my tires changed. Wow, it's really 50-50. How is it mostly yes votes? I don't understand. I'm invisible. You were. It was messed up. Yeah. Liquid damage is never a good time. All right. There, I used my vote to vote no for you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do I want a banana muffin? No, I'm all set, Elliot. I'm gonna be done after testing this, so we can grab some dinner. Taking the night off from liquid metal. I love your hatred for liquid metal. It resonates so greatly with so many technicians. All right. Enough stalling. Let's see. Enough suspense. End poll. 60% of you are insane. I don't know. Everyone's so hopeful all the time, and while I appreciate it, boy oh boy. Hey, what's what's up, Yeti? Boy oh boy, do I not think this is going to work. Okay. Actually, let's pull this out of here. I don't really need that in there. Drum roll, please. Will the bent NAND boot? No. Unless I didn't plug in the... See, this is what I did at first. Before we reflowed it. I just did a black screen. We can plug it into the... Obviously, we'll plug it into the Pico to see if we get anything anymore. Or get anything from the NAND, or if the init fails. Or what? Let's try just doing this. No go. Okay. Let's pull this. Where's the let's pop this in here. Oh. Alright. I hate plugging this thing in with the shield on, but we gotta make it work. Batteries unplugged. Sorry, I gotta do this under the light. Give me a sec here. There we go. Got it. Let's see. We already had the boot. Hold up. Let me just let's try OFW from here. Yeah, purple screen again. Unfortunate. Okay, let's check. It's almost certainly gonna be the exact same issue. Bent NAND no worky apparently. Unsurprisingly. But we did it for science. And let's do a little bit more for science. It's crazy that it glitches, but it just like the bent NAND glitches. You have to say, I saved another switch at the end now that Nate is here. Alright, MMC? Yeah, failed doing it. Same issue. So, the NAND is just toast, unfortunately. So, I will offer him a level 3 on brick. Pregnant brain effect. Not currently, no, Dave. I want to hear him say it. I have prepared absolutely nothing this stream. But we gave it a good old-fashioned try. Must be a good excuse. Next time I'm voting no. Good, Peter. when you see a NAND that is not flat, it would be a very good vote, in my opinion. But yeah, at least we tried, you know? We gave it a lot more tries than I probably should have, but that's what streams are for, I guess. So yeah, I'll try a level 3 on brick. Probably can get it working at least with some CFW. Don't be like me, said Yeti. I'll have to watch back the stream a bit. You should look at the here. I'll show you at least the part where the NAND is just totally bent. Look at this. So we saw here. I can't find it. This is before we took it off. Come on. Here it is. Wait. Oh, I just had it. Here we go. Okay, here. Look at this. So, one last thing. Yeah, Russ, here's the part that's bent before the reball, or before pulling it off. And then after we pulled it off, look at this. Look how crazy this is. This is before reballing it. We zoomed in. Look, check this out. Look at that. It's a banana. Whoa. I've never seen that before. I won't fall for it, Sparta. Although I think he already has one on me. Sad. But yeah. Such is life. Sometimes you get a bent NAND, I guess. I didn't know that, but now I know. Sometimes you get that. News to me. This kind of bent I often see on SK Hynix MMCs. Oh wow, okay. Bend it back. Just heat it up and use a little press. We give it the good old college try. Isn't that what they say? That just sounds like the incorrect saying, but oh, I am so unbelievably hungry, guys. We'll do the Joey thing where I do a face cam before I end stream. This was a fun stream. Really chill, just hanging out, trying to fix a unfixable switch. But it's halfway fixable at least. Seems like the board works fine, so it's just the NAND. So we'll get him since he was wanting it modded anyways, it's probably just nice to have the custom firmware switch anyways. So I am happy to at least give him that option. Thank you, Russ. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the generosity as well. Thanks for the experiment, Nano. First time I saw someone reballing a bent NAND. This is the first time I reballed a bent NAND. Can't believe my streamer didn't fix the bendy NAND. Sorry to disappoint. Congrats again. Thank you, Baz. Appreciate it. All right, guys. It has been a pleasure. I'm going to go eat. And I've got a fun video coming out on Saturday. And I couldn't save the Switch. I could have saved this Switch. Sorry, I ruined it. But we will try fixing something next week for sure. We'll have plenty to fix next week. I have lots and lots of mail-ins next week. So we will be back, and we will be back. We will be back. I can't enunciate. I'm dying. Oh yeah, thank you, Russ. We will be back, and we will be back strong. All right, edit, customization, redirect. Everyone stay. We're gonna raid somebody. Whoever pops up, probably Ace. Let's see. Is Ace live? Surely he is. Oh, I have to reload this every time because no one shows up. Edit. Customization. We're going to raid Ace. Ace, 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 Ace. What? Is Ace not live? What's going on? It says, oh, it's his hour of power. Wait, what? How? It says upcoming. It's like a scheduled hour of power. What? Is Booter streaming? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing Ace's YouTube just took a dive. Bugged right now, lagging badly. I'm not even seeing him live. Yeah, we'll do Booter. I haven't rated Booter yet. Computer Booter. Boot Wars, a new boot. This dude is endless with his creativity with these redirect privileges needed. Someone go. Okay, wait. Let me go spam Booter on his stream. I didn't realize you could do that. He's not allowing people to whatchamacallit, raid unless here let me speak with this guy. We gotta raid him. I haven't raided him yet. Booter, why can't I raid you? There must be a setting where oh, he's busy. He's doing phone stuff. He's probably not gonna be able to help me out here. Look at him. He's doing. Oh, he's gonna help now. Raid abilities. He's in the middle of repair. Oh, he's going. Okay, hold everybody, hold. He's going. We're still gonna maybe raid him. He's fixing it. He's fixing it. Ah, thanks, Booter. Booter's telling people to follow me. I just want to raid him. Yeah, I see him. He's looking. I get Booter. Yeah, it's totally fair to. I didn't mean to stop him. Look at him. He's like in the middle of pulling a phone screen off. Look at this. Here. He's got. Look at this. Phone screen just halfway separated. And he put down his hot air to help me with his and now he's talking to someone, so it might be over. Let's see if Ace is live. I think it's over. Ace's stream is still not showing up for me. I see Toltec Merc's scheduled stream though. I'm hyped for that. I'll give Booter about, let's see, 1 minute. I totally get this though. There's so many distractions when you stream. Let's see if he did it. Let's see. Maybe I can do it now. Computer Booter. Nah. Redirect privileges needed. Yeah, he's got to add me in the community settings, it says. Yeti, go live early. Is anyone else live? Yeah, I don't think he's doing it. He's too distracted. All right, let's see who else is live. Oh, is PCDD still live? Why did he show up as live for me? What is happening? Are you actually going? Are you actually going live, Yeti? I will raid you. June is spamming Nano. Oh, I forgot to end the stream. I was confused because I know PCDD left. Ace is live now again. Here. Let me reload. It's not showing up for me still. Most difficult raid ever. Customization, redirect, add. There we go. Ace is showing up now. All right, we're rating Ace. See you guys next week. Peace. Video on Saturday. Don't forget. Bye bye. I have to end this.